Okay, let's try again. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we did everything.
I'm glad
right
we
first
did
time.
everything.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, Paul Dixon, Katiefer, Debbie Clifton, Darth, Zermatt, Super Saint, Quiet Bloke, Paul Briggs, Laura, John, and Dean. We've already said Linny.
Don't mention them twice. We haven't mentioned Dean. We mentioned Dean the first time around when they couldn't hear us, but don't mention them twice. It goes to their heads. Tricky, Mardister, John,
Eurobros.
everyone, welcome. Welcome to the show. Alistair's here. Every night before the show, I get a message from Alistair saying, "Can you send me the link again for tomorrow's show?" And I have to reply going, "Here's the link. It's tonight, Gramps." Yep. Let's get straight to it. Ronnie Barker is shit.
We're saying that because we look like the two Ronnies today.
Ronnie Barker
No, I won't
is
have it.
shit. He's awful.
You know why I won't have it?
Go on.
Looks like my granddad Joe. So I cannot see him without feeling a surge of love.
You know about his son, though, right?
Okay, well, that was his son.
But you know about his son.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. I'm not going to say it. Look.
You mean his, not because my granddad Joe didn't have a son.
Ronnie Barker was not funny. He was smug.
Rude.
He was a bad actor. Cannon and Ball. Here we go. So, Cannon and Ball are better than the two Ronnies, who are better than Morecambe and Wise. This is one hell of a show. I tell you what we're going to do, right? We're just going to start the 30-minute podcast because I can feel this energy is it's too good to waste. So hold the line. Hey Google, set an alarm for 30 minutes, please. Right, that's going. I'm going to press this.
And do it.
Do it. We do it. Welcome to the show. If you're watching the podcast on the youtube.com/Iain Lee, why don't you scan that? I should change what that QR code does every week, where it sends you.
That would be mayhem.
If you're
supposed
listening,
to send you to our Patreon.
If you're listening to the podcast, welcome, Iain and Catherine. You
work out which is which.
You know that. Well, let's get the business stuff out of the way. This show is supported for and paid for by our wonderful Patreons. There's different tiers from £2 up to go £100 if you want. I don't care. $3.99 a month will get you a full 3-hour podcast every Friday, a 3-hour show, and access to £1,500. £1,500? No.
I would like access to that, please.
This isn't the radio. If you weren't even, I remember making a joke on the radio somewhere. If you call us now, you can win £10 million. You get in trouble for that. On the internet, you don't. Call us. We'll give you £1 million. No one cares. We have had more new Patreons this week.
Wow.
Than any other week since we started 4 years ago. Guess how many new Patreons we've had?
3.
8.
What?
Yeah, it's wild. Mark Mack, welcome.
Hi, Mark.
As 1. Tid USD, 2. Stephen Lavery, 3. Sam Greasley, 4. Tom, 5. Delith. Now, Delith, we need to talk because I think you've signed up twice unless you've upgraded. So, Delith. Delith. Have you right? Okay, we'll come to you in a bit. And I missed a couple, so apologies for that because I was getting so excited.
Linny is calling you out. Hey, didn't you say the same thing last week?
Yeah, they've gone up, Linny. It goes up.
Can you imagine?
It's gone up. 8 new people. Delif, I've got you down as signing at $3.99 and then signing at the £15 tier. Let me know that you've not got 2 accounts going.
We haven't got double Delith.
We have not got double Delith. Let me know. If you want to sign up, patreon.com/Iain and Catherine, IAIN, and Catherine with a K.
Yeah.
Big show tonight. We were doing the Patreon bit and then we said, no, we have to start recording now because I'm coming in hot tonight. Last week's phone-in was not a success. It was ill thought out.
Right.
I think we've got one message.
I actually don't remember what it was.
Exactly. That's a bad sign of a phone-in. Tonight's phone-in
is good.
It doesn't actually tie in with what I was saying. What I was saying was, and I'm getting carried away. What I'm saying is Ronnie Barker ain't funny.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not having that.
He's not funny.
He is.
Where?
Porridge?
All right. I'm in prison, young man.
Oh, don't. It's Greasy Spike. He's not funny in it.
That's
Porridge.
Uncanny.
Porridge. All right, Fletch. All right, Fletch. Now, Fletch, I'm going to have to ask you to sit down. That's not bad, actually. It is rubbish, as are the two Ronnies.
No. No, that's too bound up with my childhood. Back away. Back away.
Here's British comedy double acts in order.
Uh-huh.
Number 1, you got your Cannon and Ball. Go and watch it. Go and watch it on YouTube. You've got your Cannon and Ball. Number 2, you got your two Ronnies. They're quite a way below. Number 3...
Not Little and Large.
They're number 5. I don't know who number 4 is yet. I'm tempted to go with Dustin G and Les Dennis. Number 3 are Morecambe and Wise, who, apart from a few sketches, are not funny. They're not funny.
Now, come on.
They're not funny.
No, that's treason round these parts.
Yeah, they're not funny.
What about French and Saunders?
Are they comedy?
French and Saunders.
I didn't know they'd done comedy.
Rude.
So that's it. But no.
Hale and Pace suggesting part.
Jesus Christ. Hale and bloody Pace. No,
Do you
tonight's...
like Armstrong and Miller?
We might as well say...
Vic and Bob?
I don't count them as a double act. Well, because I always think... I always think of it as Vic Reeves' big night out.
Vic and Bob. It was
Yeah, well, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Bob's the funny one. Tonight's phone-in is the question for tonight is going to be a doozy. I've got it, right? And it's a good one. We'll come to it in a bit. Last week's question was, and it wasn't very successful, it was off the cuff. And this shows we need...
2 shouts for Dick and Dom.
Oh, we've got messages now. Right. Last week's question was... I tell you what I'll do, Catherine. I'll play the first message, which is from Dredge.
And I've got to work out what the question was.
Work out what the question was.
I know this game.
Here we go.
Dredge here on Green.
Dredge.
Yeah, I thought the thing that everyone thought was brilliant, that I thought was rubbish, was...
Have you worked it out what the question was?
Yeah. Was it... Let me just use my psychic power.
Go for it, girl.
I'm just going to unpick it.
Go for it. Unpick it. Don't pick it. It'll never heal.
Things that you thought was rubbish, everyone else thought
There
was
we
brilliant.
go. Let's see what Dredge on Green says.
Afterlife, the Ricky Gervais thing.
Uh-huh.
I remember I watched an episode and a half of Afterlife, and about 5 minutes into it, he says the C word to a kid.
Child.
I was like, oh, okay, all right, I've got this. And then there was like VHS video of his dead wife. It's like, oh, okay, I've got this. And I remember saying, at the height of Afterlife mania, I said on Talk Radio, it's not funny. It's not funny. And do you remember there was that annoying bloke who...
What? Narrow it down.
There's a caller, and he talked like that. Not Carl. There's another one, talked like that. And he phoned up, and we had to listen to his boring story about how he proposed to his girlfriend. Boring. And he had a go at me. He said, "Oh, you're just saying that because you're a contrarian." I said, "No, I don't like it." "No, you're just saying that."
You contraried.
Yeah. Just you've seen the Stuart Lee clip talking about Afterlife. Mm-hmm. One of the worst things humanity has ever... I'm with you, Dredge. Let's have a bit more.
Everyone was going on about how brilliant it was. Millions of viewers all over the world. I just thought it was inept. Anyway, see ya.
Wow, a withering review.
There we go. Thank
it
you.
won't be going on the poster.
Thank you for that, Dredge. We got 2 more. Here we go.
cried over Afterlife, but here's my reason. I think it just hit me at a time when I had people that were ill around me, right?
He also knows I could make a thing that...
Is it because I'm a simpleton?
He knows what buttons to press.
Mm-hmm, press mine.
He knows what buttons... Sorry?
He did.
Jesus. Reset you. Right, okay, who's this?
It's a true identity. No one knows what they're gonna see.
Okay, is that the theme tune to the Lenny Henry film True Identity where he whites down? There we go.
Oh, hello. Just responding to tonight's question.
We got posh caller.
I think we might get telephone voice, actually.
I didn't know we had posh listeners. Lulu says in the chat if he was fabbing Derek. No, he wasn't. I don't understand how Derek was allowed to be made.
Yeah, it's old-fashioned,
I find
right?
it offensive that was allowed to be made. Again, he's pushing the buttons. He knows what buttons to push to get you to be emotionally involved and stuff. But he's playing someone with, what, is it Down syndrome? He's got learning difficulties.
Yeah, I think... Yeah.
And I know the evolution of the character because he used to do it in The Office at the 11 o'clock show.
And it was not quite so sensitive, are you saying,
No.
that betrayal?
No, and I've got a video of him doing the Vox Pops as Derek.
God.
I've got a video. That anyone wants
I
to see
did
it.
like extras.
Extras, he wasn't playing someone with learning difficulties. I just don't understand how that's allowed. I don't get it.
Different
You've
times.
seen the trailer for the Australian Office. Oh, Jesus. Right, anyway, let's carry on.
Do they have offices in Australia?
Apparently so.
What does everyone rave about that you think is rubbish?
Yeah.
Summer. I think summertime's rubbish. It's always too hot on hot days, and it's really uncomfortable and disgusting. And everyone is always banging on about how good it is.
Oh.
And I think
He's not posh anymore. This is the guy that started out posh, right?
Telephone
Let's just go to the intro.
I know a TV when I hear one.
Here we go.
tonight's question.
Lord Snooty.
Official.
And now we've got bloody Twitchy the Tramp.
He was on official business. Then he slipped. Then he slipped into his tight
They're
two.
always banging on about how good it is, and I think it's rubbish, utter crap. But also, I've never seen Star Wars. Don't get it really. Anyway,
There's a show on Radio 4 called Never Seen Star Wars.
I will never watch the new ones.
They nicked that idea from me. I did a phone in on LBC. What have you never seen? What have you never seen that everyone's seen? Star Wars? Star Wars?
You mean Star Wars?
I started that. Great calls, guys. Great. Well, one of those was great.
Yeah,
Not saying which
thanks
one.
for that. That's all that's sorted.
03 286 6370. You can call any time during the week. Leave a message. I don't answer it in the week. And you can call about anything. We've got a great question.
Have we?
For tonight. Yeah, it's a strong one. It's a strong one. We'll come to that in a bit. What were we just talking about?
Star Wars. Ronnie Barker.
Oh, I found a great... Did I mention this? Did I mention Icklewick FM last week on here?
Oh.
Have you listened to the rest?
No.
Oh my God, it's about a year old. It's on 4 Extra on BBC Sounds. And I like listening to like crappy old comedy. There's a comedy from about 1982 on the BBC Sounds starring Leslie Phillips. It's called Drop Me Here, Darling. And it's about a couple that have got divorced, and he was rich, but now he's not. And she's now rich, and he's her chauffeur, right? And it's awful. And I love listening to it because I like to fall asleep listening to rubbish. So
let me just get straight. So the premise of it,
Yes.
the hilarious thing about it is,
Yeah, go on.
in a crazy reversal of fortunes,
Yeah.
the woman's the boss.
Darling. And I found this thing, and it was like a spoof of a local radio show. And I thought, this will be crap. Because they're always, oh, hello, they're always a bit cheesy, and it's all doing that. It's not clever. Anyone can do it. I did it for 4 years
Also,
at 3
it's a
counties.
bit rude. We were brilliant on local radio.
So I put this Icklewick FM. Oh, it's something very, very special. It is very, very special. So I'm listening to it, sort of falling asleep, and then I heard something. I went, "What? That's a good line." The first episode is about there's a giant. They're getting reports of a giant going up to everyone's door in the town, right?
Okay, like the BFG. Yeah.
Then it goes from being a giant to being a very tall man. Okay. Then they find out he's a 6'2" postman. But there's a panic because there's a giant going up to everyone's front door. It's a postman. 6'2" is very tall, isn't it? It's so good. It's so good. I love it, right? Alex Lowe pops up in it a couple of times. And then the last 4 minutes of the last episode is so clever and so funny. And you know, quite often sitcoms will do that thing where the last episode or the Christmas episode or it's all very sad, and it's all, you know, when Gervais actually falls in love in The Office and he punches Finch and all of that.
There's a moment of pathos.
And you think it's that. You think you're getting that for the last 4 minutes. But it's not. You're getting 4 minutes crammed full of callbacks and really, really good gags.
Right.
And there's a character who must be based on Justin Dealey in it. Simon Toke, give us a toke. Don't say the catchphrase. I'm not going to say any more, right? That is and I found out they did a podcast, which I've downloaded and I'm going to listen to. Ickelwick FM. It's so good. I listened to it, and I've gone straight back to listen to it again. I'm going to listen to it again because I missed. It's crammed full of gags, and they're doing voices. And the beginning, I'm thinking, nah, spot on. That is my recommendation. Another recommendation that someone in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, go and join the Discord. And you came in and you caught me watching a bit of it.
Oh God.
It's an Indian film called R.R.R. Now
It's not about pirates though.
You missed the violence because the violence you saw.
I did catch 2 songs and a whipping. So who's
Oh,
the
you
fool?
missed. It's set in India in like 1910s or something, British rule, and it is so good. And there's a great dance off where this Indian guy ends up at this big white, do, and everyone's like, get rid of this absolute bugger. You can't dance. And this guy's going, can you do the Charleston? Can you do the tango? And then this guy goes, no, but I can do this. And it's so good. I'm going to show you that dance scene. It's so good. The dance scene won an Oscar. Did it really? All right, well, maybe we'll watch that in the main show. Sign up to Patreon and you can watch us watching it.
Yeah.
So good. That was recommended. Let me give credit where it's due to whoever recommended it in the Discord. Are you... Oh, and of course, the English teacher we're watching.
Oh, yeah, we
and
like
absolutely
that.
loving. Anything else?
That we're watching.
Are you watching
I've been
anything?
watching
What you got?
Chaos. I've been watching Chaos.
No, I've seen that mentioned a few times.
Really enjoy it. Jeff Goldblum is Zeus.
Oh, I just want to say Bunzo suggested RRR.
Thank you, Bunzo.
It's 3 hours long. It's ridiculous. The CGI is terrible. I love every second of it. Chaos, go on.
Chaos with
Our
a
good
K.
friend.
Chaos. It's the Greek myths retold in a modern way. Don't let that put you off. It's actually brilliant. It's actually brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. It's got Jeff Goldblum in it as Zeus.
Our friend.
It's got a whole cast of characters you will probably recognise. David Thewlis is Hades.
I love Thewlis. Ever since I found out he punched Jim Davidson, I love Thewlis.
And I also recognise the actress who played Hera. Give me 1 second and I'll give you a name. But it's just so good. It's exciting. It's funny. It's weird. And I think it kind of filled in some of the blanks. Some of the names I recognise because when I was little, my dad got me a book of Greek myths, right? And I was obsessed with it. And so some of the names I go, oh, I remember.
Did you
who
not
that
get a
person
book?
was.
Did he not? That's sexist.
What?
Gave you a book about Greek myths, but not a book about great myths.
Okay. I can see what you're trying to do there. I'm going to give you a...
I'll take that. I'll take that for that. Yeah, go on. I'll have that.
Anyway, it's great. So you start off with Orpheus, who of course was the great musician who could charm the birds from the trees, and he's got this wonderful wife. And if you remember in the myth, not to spoil it for you, but this is extended over like episodes and episodes, and I've not seen the end, so I don't know what's going to happen. I do know what's going to happen, but I don't know how it's going to happen. But Orpheus, his wife dies, and he goes back to the underworld to try and get her, and it's kind of like the Lot's wife thing, where he's allowed to, but he's not allowed to turn back.
Yeah, turns into a pillar of salt.
Yeah,
I love salt.
It's that kind of vibe.
Does it have my 2 favourite gods, Narcissus and Sisyphus?
No, but it's got.
I'm not interested.
It's got the one that got punished for giving fire. What's his name? Begins with a P.
Papyrus.
No.
Papa Smurf.
No.
Gargamel.
No. Keep going.
Pudianu.
No, I don't think that's the thing.
Pudi.
No,
Okay.
is that rude? That's rude, isn't it?
I've got some news.
Hang on, just a minute. Let me get this out.
Prometheus.
Janet McTeer, yes, is in it. She's Hera. Prometheus is played by someone I recognise.
Okay, that's good.
Stephen Delan.
I've got some very important news.
Billy Piper's in it. It's Cassandra. No one will listen to her. Go.
Have a sniff
I
of
know
my
that.
armpit.
I know that feeling.
Have a sniff of my armpit.
Why?
I've changed my smell.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in a scientific way, the way they taught us to waft chemicals.
I've changed my smell.
To
cheap Aldi, I think it's called like Lucaru roll-on deodorant. I've changed my smell and I've changed my style of applying deodorant application. These are important moments in my life.
I am not hirsute under the armpits. You are.
I'm a man.
A roll-on to me needs to be applied to a clean work surface.
This is a very wet one.
Yeah, and also it sticks to your hairs.
No, it doesn't stick. It doesn't get sticky. It's wet now. Give me your hand.
Nope.
Does
I don't
it-
want to feel that your underarm wetness.
It's wet now, live on this podcast.
It shouldn't be wet. I thought the point was that it's not.
I like it. I like it wet. I like it wet.
Well, just leave it then if you like it wet.
No, but I like it
Also
smelling.
like it smelling of
I
Greggs.
like this smell. And I'm changing my smell. I would love to get some Paco Rabanne, but that reminds you of when Dave Lee Travis
You used to come up the stairs and I used to run away. Yes.
used to hide in a broom cupboard. They don't get broom cupboards anymore. Where do they keep brooms?
It was a stationary cupboard.
Well, broom cupboards are stationary, otherwise the brooms will be all over the place. Ding that bell, baby. That's a good one. You can't say that anymore because of woke. Do you know what? I've been crediting that joke to Matt Murray from the computer game show. You know why he can't do that anymore? It's because of woke. Copyright Matt Murray. He didn't come up with it.
Rude.
He did not come up with it. What a bee.
Who did?
We don't know, Catherine.
Anonymous genius.
And that's why I'm starting an 18-part podcast series on iHeartRadio. Who came up with you can't do that because of woke?
Who's going to claim that joke? Something else I've been watching, just out of interest, and because I've been talking to my journalism students
Go on,
about
kid.
it,
Yeah, let's hear
is
this.
the Prime version, the Emily Maitlis version
KSI.
of the thing that Scoop tried to do. That's the Prince Andrew Emily Maitlis meeting and all the things that.
Why
happened
is
around
everyone?
it.
Why is everyone? How are there two dramas about something that happened ages ago that at the time was titillating, and now it's like. Dodi Fayed. No, Mohammed Al
I was going to
Fayed.
say, yeah. Well,
He lived to 95. Are we surprised? He's been
accused of
he's
sexual
he's
assault.
a sexual assaultist. Great bit of rate. I haven't forgotten the phone in. I'm just aware that we're coming. We've only got 10 minutes left,
And there's so much to cover.
I want to play. I nearly tweeted the other day, radio's dead. There's nothing on there of any interest or any fun, right? And there isn't, right? But there was actually a great 56 seconds of radio. It may not have been fun, but it was one of the most thrilling.
Oh.
Well, you know what it is. It's the James O'Brien thing.
Thrills and spills.
One of the most thrilling, exciting bits of live radio I have heard. Now, I saw it on Twitter. Now,
Have you got the full context yet?
I'm going to play the clip. I've got to play the clip before. I'm all over this bad boy. So, Nick Ferrari on LBC had a half an hour of Nigel Farage, who is the MP for Clacton-on-Sea.
Yeah, news to some people in Clacton.
Yeah, and he was surprisingly he was an arse on there. Someone phoned up from like Blackpool. Have you had any surgeries yet? Oh, well, if you were actually from Clacton, I would suspect you might be interested. But actually, it's got nothing to do with you. Of course, I've been told not to do any because I don't want anybody, people coming through the door with knives.
And who told you that you shouldn't do that? Guess. No, who told you that? The Speaker's office. They contact the Speaker's office.
So-
no one said that.
Farage is on, and he's an arse on. If you're listening to this and you even admire him, let alone think he's a force for good, unsubscribe. Get off out. We don't want your money. Honestly, you're not our people. So anyway, this is Nigel Farage on Nick Ferrari's show. I think it's a minute before James O'Brien
Can't
comes
do
on.
very much.
Nigel Farage, thank you for appearing here on LBC and taking calls. I am done for another day.
Oh no,
James
that's the wrong
O'Brien's-
bit. Sorry, sorry. I do apologise. That's the wrong bit.
That's the next bit.
That is the next bit. Let me find it. Ferrari. Sorry, I thought I had liked it in my list of tweets. No, that. Here we go. I think this is it. Here we go.
Well, do you want to apologise for anything you said now?
No, I wish
called
I'd.
the Farage
I
riots
wish
by some people.
No. That was
Well,
that
they are-
moron.
they are called by some
that was
people.
that moron O'Brien that comes on this channel after you, and no wonder.
Now, at that point, etiquette and the standard behaviour is if I was on the air and someone called one of my colleagues, pretty much whatever I thought of them didn't matter, unless maybe Julia, but if someone said one of my colleagues was a moron, I would be straight in there, hand up, I'm going to stop you there. They're not here to defend themselves. I can't let you speak like that about a colleague. What is the point you want to make?
But also, especially, but not only, but especially if they're coming on next and they're listening.
Yeah. You don't allow that to happen. If they repeat the insult. The mic gets cut. I'm really going to have to stop you there. This person is not here to defend themselves. I don't know. What is the point you want to make? Ferrari is a disgrace in this. He does nothing because it's his mate. He's a disgrace.
That was that
They are
moron.
called by
That was
some
that moron O'Brien that comes
Right,
on this channel.
I'm going to stop you there. He's not here to defend himself. I'm not going to let you use language like that about my colleague. What do you think of the point I made that people...
After you, and no wonder my security detail's as big as it is. It's because of people like him.
That's a big claim.
That's libel. That's borderline libel. That's nudging up to libel. That's nudging up to libel. He's saying, James O'Brien has put my life at risk.
I have to ask you to expand on that.
Well,
Oh, say more?
when you
It's an
spread
obvious
hatred
secret. I see.
and
I
you
see.
spread lies, you
This is... I've listened to this a few times. It's making me feel nauseous. Ferrari is one of the worst kind of people. That's a clue to the phone. Where's the phone in? What we're going to do?
anger a lot of people, and then their feelings against
see.
you become potentially violent.
How big is your security detail?
That's not a fucking question. Excuse me. Sorry, this is supposed to be... bleep that out, Catherine. That'll be bleeped out. That's not a question you asked there.
It's also not going to de-escalate a situation that's
No.
already too hot.
No.
It's big, and it's changed a lot since quotes like that.
Now,
Okay, but also that did not give us any detail.
I
did it?
didn't hear... I like to hear context before, and I did tweet. Has anyone heard the 3 minutes before and the 3 minutes after? Does Ferrari challenge him? And some good people who I like, including a guy called Ollie, who I'm a big fan of, said, no, that was it. So then a few minutes later, the 50-odd seconds building up to the news before James' show, he comes in and does this.
Thank you, Nick. The time is approaching 10 o'clock and, well, there's a lot to get through today. For example, have you ever had violent race riots named after you, or indeed been accused by the head of the Met of emboldening the racist thugs responsible? Has your vile and ignorant rhetoric ever helped instigate attempts to burn people alive in their beds? Have you ever cited a self-described misogynist facing rape and people trafficking charges in Romania as a trustworthy news source for events in the UK? Or described yourself as part of a similar phenomenon to him? Have you ever helped a convicted woman beater get elected to the UK Parliament? And have any newly elected MPs spent more time in America getting binned off by Donald Trump than they have in their own constituency? And what would you call someone who answers yes to all those questions?
That's going to be a tricky Christmas, isn't it?
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And what's great is you can hear he's angry, but he manages to rein it in. It's beautiful. That for me is exciting radio.
And also LBC shared that.
Yeah. Did LBC share it?
I think so.
Did they? No, I don't think they did. My one wasn't. The one I've got isn't from an LBC share. Someone screen recorded it. So
Oh, have they now?
yeah, no, I don't know if LBC did, but the one I was using wasn't from that. We're nearly done with this podcast, and we haven't got to the phone-in bit. It kind of ties in with that. The phone-in is very simply, who are the worst people? Mm-hmm. And I've got a list, if I may be so bold.
Go on.
Sports parents. I was first rugby game of the school year. And I go along and I enjoy it because I love watching my kids have fun. I'll go and watch them do anything. And there's a couple of... right, come on! Get in the scrum! Scrum it! Doing all of that. And I'm thinking, come on! Oh, Jesus, they're not passing. They're not... Sports parents.
Yeah. I've been in netball matches where someone's been slagging off a kid. Oh, don't pass it to her. She'll drop it. It was their own kid they were talking about.
Yeah. Old people playing their phones with no headphones. Not young people. I quite like young people doing it on the bus. I like to imagine I'm Spock in Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home, and I Spock pinch them and they collapse on their thing.
I do draw a line when it's in one of my classes.
In a class is inappropriate.
Yeah.
Right? On a bus, I don't care. Old people. I was in Costa the other day. And delete that. Come on. Chalfont, you can't say that. Get rid of that. I was in Costa and I sent you a picture. Didn't tweet it because I'm not like that. I sent a picture of an old boy in his 70s watching sports on his phone.
Noisy sports.
Top volume.
Wow.
And then he went and then someone else did it. So old people. There's a man in Costa who does Zoom meetings on his laptop. No headphones.
Wow.
So you can hear the other person and you can hear him.
I find that embarrassing when people phone me and it's on a voice thing. I find it embarrassing. I couldn't do it in Costa. I could not do it for an extended period of time.
Another of the worst kind of people, the people that complain about young people. Oh, young people, they're not putting their headphones on. Oh, young people holding up their phones. Oh, yeah. No. People that complain about young people. Obviously, they're like doing murders and stuff like that. Yeah, complain
That's
about
allowed.
that. But just complaining about young people.
Because what
you're the
essentially
worst
they're
kind of
saying is
people.
They're complaining about them because they're different.
Wow. Who are your worst kind of people?
People that make sweeping generalisations about people.
Okay. I'll give you that. That's the phone in. It's dead simple. And what I'd like, ideally, is no context when you phone in. So you just go, estate agents, and then hang up. Or whatever it may be. That's all I want. Don't want any context. I just want either one or a list of the worst kind of people. The phone number, 0203 286 6370 is the phone number.
That means
That's the end
fun
of the
time's
show.
over for you.
That's the end of the show, guys. Oh, we've just got a phone call coming in. Hello, caller. Is that you, Gatford?
No, it's someone different.
We're out of time. What do you want to say? Say it quickly. Too slow.
Slowford.
Too slow. That's it. That's your lot. See you next week. Do share this podcast if you can find one person that you think might like this. Do share this podcast. Until next week. Of course, we're going to stay around for another 2 hours or so for our Patreons. You could be a part of this. We are going to watch El Dorado. Ciao. There we go. We're in.
I think we're too kind to those freebies.
I think we give them. It's crap for you lot. Chalfont, you can't make that joke. Why? Kids died.
Come on.
Can't make that joke.
Come on.
That is a yellow card. That is a yellow card. Hello, everybody. You can now call in if you want and be part of this.
I've had 2 experiences on the motorway this week.
All right, Gillian, tail forth.
Not that kind. Highways. Right, highways people. They're not the
highways and the byways.
It's not the highways managers or anything like that. It's white vans that have got the reflective things on, and they're just from different companies, but they're like highway. What are they called? Maintenance.
What's that song? Highways and the byways of your mind. What song is that?
Don't know if it's even real. Is it real? Is it one of yours?
In the avenues and alleyways.
So I'm out and I'm doing the right speed. I'm also giving distance to the person in front of me. And twice I've had highways maintenance vans doing that thing where they're going, I'm thinking, if I do move out of the way...
What, they're having a Mattisons?
They're like,
Mattisons.
getting closer and then pulling
you
back.
You try saying Mattisons without saying
Mattisons.
You said Attisons.
Mattisons.
Oh, it's easy, isn't it?
Anyway, listen. I'm trying to share
this should be this should be available to everybody.
There's a reason why they don't get this. We're trying to interest them.
Nellie's here.
Aggressive.
Time to end.
Anyway,
the show.
I also don't like people who don't let me finish a thought.
I made a cottage pie this week. I let you have a man-sized portion of it. I put a big knob on it. Then I put some butter on it. Did you like it?
Yep.
Shall I see if I can find a kitty cat? Little kitten.
See if you can find one, but they do run away now. And they're big. They're not as small as they were. They're bigger. They will continue to grow. I was showing my journalism students the documentary about the tabloids, and Prince Harry and hacking and all that stuff. And they saw Hugh Grant. And do you know what? No, wait. And do you know what they said when they saw Hugh Grant? That's the baddie from Paddington. That's their reference point.
I've got to be 5 minutes, sorry, because there's an incident in here.
Is there?
Someone's sicked everywhere. So
okay, you carry on then. That's the baddie from Paddington. Then they saw pictures of him when he was young. Oh my goodness, is that him? And then they said, oh my goodness, why is he so old? And I had to explain that you get like that if you don't die. So I had to explain mortality and ageing today, and they all found it hilarious. So that's the baddie from Paddington. And then there was an advert, because it was ITVX, and it was Hugh Bonneville. And they went, oh my goodness, that's the dad from Paddington. So there was a lot of Paddington references today. More Paddington references than I bargained for. Okay, it's a toilet paper job, is it? Yeah, someone's been sick. Is he got chunks? Hope you're not eating your tea. There we go. James Hawks, Jimbo, if you will, to report National Highway Supply Chain misdemeanors. Yeah, I will, because they were bloody aggressive and rude. And also, I couldn't move out of the way. There were cars next to me, and they were doing that thing where they sort of tailgate dangerously close, considering I was at a reasonable distance from the car in front of me, and they kept doing that thing. Then they got bored of it, and they undertook about 5 cars. Terrible business. I will report them. I'm going to put that in my... Because at one point I was thinking, right, I need to make a note of what this company is, because one of them did have the phone number on the side. Have you ever phoned one of those companies and reported them to the company? Because then I started thinking, what if it's a one-man band and it ends up going off in his cab? But Jimbo, thank you very much for that. I will take your advice, because that was terrible business. I appreciate that you have inside knowledge on that. Laura, people who share kind memes that are actually assholes. I know. Dean, oh, you're talking about the James O'Brien thing. John Sopel retweeted it. Oh, Dean, you got the guy fired? What did he do? I mean, apart from not have a job anymore, but what did he do to obtain your wrath? And Dean, also, I have to tell you that as a mum who once did the school run in her PJs, because I used to work very late nights or very early mornings, I did put clothes on top of it. I just looked like I was probably 3 dress sizes bigger than I was, because I had no intention of staying in day clothes any longer than absolutely necessary. So I have done that, but I was a mum in PJs, but in disguise. Gatford, we would like to hear your call about calling the How's My Driver numbers. I'm guessing that you would not ring in to say, absolutely fine, thank you very much indeed, carry on. He checked it twice and you got it on the dash cam. Now, I had a dash cam for a while. Do you remember Harsh? Harsh Singh advised me to get one, because on the way back from driving from Talk Radio at like 3 a.m, I had quite a scary encounter with a car full of blokes. So what happened was I was driving in London, deserted streets pretty much, and the car next to me at the light suddenly pulled across mine, and a load of blokes like hung out the window and were like saying stuff and being quite intimidating. But also they'd pulled across the path of my car, so I couldn't move. And it was that moment of thinking, oh my God, this is awful, what do I do? And I remember telling you guys about it, and I had the dash cam for a while. But of course, when you've got a dash cam, nothing exciting happens. Nothing frightening happens. You just have a dash cam on your dashboard and you keep having to take it in and out. Because it was those days when they were attachable, detachable ones, So you need a dash cam here for all the drivers with no licenses. I see. South Africa. But what happens then? So, do the police actually chase up? Because here, I'm not convinced that they are doing the minor crimes anymore, even if they did get evidence. I told you about what happened with Manchester Police, didn't I, when I was trying to report that guy who was getting in the way of trials by putting them online. I got in touch with Greater Manchester Police and I said, listen, this guy's in breach of court. That's one of the bees that I have in my bonnet. In breach of court. He was standing outside court while it was in session. And when the cases came outside for the people that were on trial came outside to have a cigarette or whatever, he was talking to them about the case and asking them what's supposed to have happened and whether they'd done it and stuff, going into quite a lot of detail, and then afterwards speculating as to whether he thought they were guilty or not. You can't do that. Apart from anything else, if the prosecution finds out, or if anyone finds out, member of the legal team that gets thrown out, you could end up in prison. So I thought, well, I'll give the police a ring. They wouldn't look on TikTok in case it was a virus. You're not allowed to look on TikTok. I thought, bloody hell, that's why TikTok is the wild west.
Sorry, it's sick and shit.
Oh my God, is someone really ill then?
I don't know.
That's not great. That is not great. The joys of pet ownership. It gets pretty real, doesn't it? Gatford. All right. Gatford's on. Let me try and get him on.
Don't.
I can't do the screen, can I?
No, but you can get him on with that.
Where's the thingy?
It's there. It's under the headphones.
Oh yeah. Gatford, hang on. Oh, he's gone. Do it again, Gatford. Let me see if I can get you on. Jimbo also caught cash for crash teams on the dash cam. They ended up being sent to prisons for 38 staged accidents and trying to get a police sergeant to crash right in front of you. Oh, I'm guessing that they didn't know it was a police sergeant until it was too late. Come on, Gaffer, don't be a tease. Ring me back and I'll see if I can get you on. I want to show him that I can work this. I think I can work this. I'm not sure I can work this. Jenna, the most exciting thing Jimbo's ever caught on dash cam was someone trapping their fingers in a ladder when they were on our drive. That's 200 quid on You Being Framed. Not only is that exciting, but it's also possibly a nice little earner. Sard was on the way home in his own car. Now, my kid's dad had an encounter, not like that, with a road rager. All right, hang on. Just a second, Gatford. Is this you?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. Sorry,
it
goes
easy.
to answer phone, and so I was trying to call back, but it goes to answer phone. So.
Aha. Let me just finish this story, but I'm really glad that you're there, right?
Yeah, go for it.
So,
go for it.
My ex had an near accident because this guy in front of him was being a bell. The guy stopped. The kids were in the back of the car. Got out. My kids were in the back of my ex's car. The guy got out, had a massive go at him and was like threatening him. And at that moment, would you believe it, a guy pulls over who says, "I'm an off-duty copper."
Ooh.
And scared the guy off. I don't think he was an off-duty copper. I think he was just a brave man who thought he would take a chance. And actually, he probably stopped quite a horrible act of violence. But anyway, praise be for the off-duty copper and those who impersonate them. I'll never grass them up. Gatford, tell me your story.
It's not like you can say to him, show me your badge. You couldn't go, well, I'm off duty.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to show you anything, sir. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's right, yeah. On the back of those, they're normally like supermarket delivery companies.
Yes.
And they're like, how's my driving? And I'd often thought, I wonder what happens if you ring it, like curiosity. And then I was out with a friend and it was raining. Mm-hmm. And one of these massive, and it was a big, long one, was swerving across two lanes. And as it did it, the tail was wagging.
Yeah.
So, as
and
it
at the
moved
same
from
time,
right
enticing you to tell them how your driving is.
Yeah. So I rang it and spoke to somebody and gave them the license plate. And because I wasn't driving, so I was able to safely ring up and report them. And then about a week later, I got a phone call from the company saying it was an agency driver and they're no longer working with us.
Oh, wow.
Out of the blue. I don't, in fact, I don't remember giving them my number. It must have been because I rang from my mobile. They must have picked it up.
Yeah.
But they did actually ring me back and say, thank you very much. And, we've dealt with it.
Do you know what? There's 2 occasions I've had this week. They were bloody terrifying because it wasn't just someone being a bit impatient. It was someone being aggressive.
Yeah.
Just bloody awful. And I saw them doing it to other people. As is usual, they kind of ram their way up the outside lane, don't they? And it's like, move out of the way, and get they own the place. And I just saw them in the distance, just like a load of cars in their wake. They obviously behave like that all the time. Terrible.
I can only imagine that they're either not trained or completely in a rush. They're being forced or undisciplined, with their delivery times.
Yeah. Well, this is highways maintenance, so you would think that they would know the dangers of what can happen when people drive like that. They end up cleaning it up, don't they? Or are these is it not all the same stuff?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know enough to know, but why do we get grey hair? I don't like it.
Where have you got it?
Sorry, this is not a beard. And this is the problem, is that, and it's big, and I've got a sort of reddish beard, as you know.
Right.
So the grey doesn't quite suit me yet.
Has it always been reddish?
Yeah.
But your head hair is not red, is it?
No, head hair not red, but eyebrows and beard is sort of reddish. It's not ginger. I can't say it's ginger, it's just reddish.
My dad was like that. He decided to grow a moustache at one point and it came out ginger. I wonder if it's a Celtic thing. Are you Celtic?
No, Dutch by origin.
Oh, I see.
The name, Redrup. It came over with William of Orange.
All right, so it was a little while ago
Hence
then.
the red. A little while ago that we came over, but yeah.
All right.
I mean, my dad was born in Edgbaston. Does that count?
I've not heard that that's a particularly red-headed sort of place, but I could stand to be corrected. Joey's in the house. Clogsford. There you go. There's a new one for you.
Clogsford. Nice. Yep. Expected that. But yeah, I'm just not on Mr. Lee. It's very distinguished because he's gone full grey.
Yeah.
He's gone grey in a way that looks like it's been done on purpose.
I'm disappointed I've not gone full David Byrne white. But I've embraced. Imagine if next week I came back with really dark black hair, and just didn't mention it. Men do.
I know. Well, look at Jonathan Ross. This is an uncanny shade, isn't it?
That colour doesn't exist in the known universe.
No.
No, I love it. I love it. When I grow sideburns now, you can't see them because they're white.
But I'm not. I'm just getting because I've just got like stripes of grey in the beard, and I don't want to colour it, but it doesn't look right.
No, don't colour it because that always looks daft.
Can I ask you a question? It's going to sound flippant, but I mean it seriously, right?
Go on, yeah.
Are you made in the image of God?
Ooh, don't feel like it sometimes.
But does the Bible say that?
Yeah, but I don't know if it means. I always take that as in a spirit way rather than a physical.
All right.
Because how can everybody be made in the image of God?
Because he's He's got at least 8 faces. Is that Buddha?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then the second question is in the flowchart of questions to outfox you. What would Jesus do? Would Jesus get a dye job? It's called Grecian 2000.
No, I don't think he would.
Not.
I don't think he would.
No, of course not. Live with it. Jesus embraced the imperfections of humans.
But actually, Jesus was perfect, so not a problem for him.
I don't know if he was. He paid for sex.
What?
Mary Magdalene, or did he get freebies because he was the son of God?
Flipping heck, mate, that's too far.
No, he did. They had carnal knowledge of each other.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Gafford?
Nelly says Jesus wouldn't go gay. What? I'll go grey. Sorry, Nelly.
Gatford.
It's an interesting point that it's something I have often contemplated. There's no mention in the Bible about Jesus being from like birth to like about 13. He must have misbehaved as a child.
He would if Jesus didn't knock one out.
Oh, for my.
And I'm not even saying if he
like,
didn't knock one out, there's something wrong with him.
Exactly.
Thanks for calling, mate. I really appreciate that. Sensitively handled. Sensitively handled.
I don't know why he didn't get that Songs of Praise gig.
Was there ever? What's the most? Is there? Right. Let's start with song. Oh, actually, I've thought of one. We'll play more boring than tennis, right? Until the general consensus is wrong. So I've got one that's more, but I'll start with Songs of Praise, and then you have to go. Such and such is more boring than Songs of Praise.
Okay.
Or such and such is more boring.
All right.
So I've got a good one.
So okay, we've got Songs of Praise. What's more boring than Songs of Praise?
Dean's just come in with mine in the chat.
No, I wouldn't. I used to quite like Highway.
Oh.
Because I quite.
He was hot, wasn't
Harry
he?
Seacombe.
He was hot.
Not hot, but he was like. Whoa! I quite like.
I used to hate him miming
on
hymns on a hill.
I
was so surprised when I found out what he'd done 35 years before that.
That guy. All right, more boring than Songs of Praise, the snooker.
You're out because snooker's great.
No, it's shite.
People in the chat are insane. Tricky says Antiques Roadshow. I went and saw that live with my sister. Gatford says Points of View. Nelly says Last of the Summer Wine. Yeah. Jimbo says, I reckon Jesus flogged his dad's chisels. Is that a euphemism?
Rude.
Cricket. Paulie D's in. Cricket. Swap shop. Shut up, Dean. All right, what's more boring? Maybe
we've reached
the zenith.
The nadir.
Nadir. I got no idea. Speaking of Americans.
That thing where they used to go up the chimneys.
Oh, Fred Dibner.
Come on now.
You don't think Fred Dibner climbing up a 200-foot chimney is exciting?
No.
On just a ladder?
No. Boring.
When you're a kid, it's boring. Tricky says Saturday Kitchen. I'd agree, apart from the one I was on.
I tell you what was boring when I was little.
Got
That
told
one
off
that
by
went.
James Martin.
Oh, needing line.
Oh, that one hurt. But I tell you what was good. It was Howard's Way. Sexy, very sexy. Jan, what was her name? She had sideburns.
Yeah.
Jan.
It was no triangle, was it?
Are
we talking old telly now?
I have had a great week. First of all, coming off my meds, I was all over the place. And it's because I was trying to do it too quickly. So I followed the doctor's advice. And actually, I upped it a little bit. Got a pill cutter now. It's satisfying. Can't get my quetiapine. Second month they've not had it, and I've had to go back to the doctor saying, actually, haven't got the 150. Can I get the 300? And I spoke to the pharmacist, and they've only got 40 tablets of the tough times. Anyway, do you know what? I will talk about it because it's one of the most important, exciting adventures I'm having at the moment. And I'm getting this band back together, the Man from Del Monte, between 1988 and 1991. They were like big in the indie charts. They supported James. They were gonna be, and then they weren't, right? But they played to 2,000 people in Manchester and stuff like that. John Ronson was their manager, and he would introduce. Can I show you a clip of him, young John Ronson, introducing the band that I found? And they are getting back together. It is booked now. Wednesday, I think it's the 26th of February. They are getting back together. From Del Monte Transmission. I need to find it this way. There's a very brief clip of a young John Ronson. Here we go. I think it's this. There he is. Hang on. Is this the one? Yeah. Here he comes.
Follow the new t-shirts and get a free photograph.
It's John Ronson.
Oh, God.
Welcome to the Grand Ole Opry. Please put your hands together to welcome direct from Minnesota and the United States of America, Manfred Del Monte.
Isn't that funny?
He's a handsome young man.
Isn't that funny? Anyway, this reunion gig is happening, right? And I am so excited. And I'm gonna nudge. They haven't played together in 35 years. They're all nervous and old. And anyway, making this gig happen, and yeah, it's on me, has prompted lots of things to happen. First of all, loads of people that used to be associated with the band are coming out. The Katrina, who was one of Mike's girlfriend at the time, she was the merch. She was like 17, and she was the merch, and she's got in touch saying, "Could I make T-shirts and sell them at the gig?" You come along, Katrina. Yes, like proper homemade indie T-shirts.
So great.
And a film director who makes adverts. He's also a production designer on films like 24-Hour Party People and stuff. He's proper. He got in touch and said, would there be a film in this? And I said, oh, yes. And I've kind of given it to him. It's his project. And I'm going along. The plan is I'm going to go along and do some of the interviews. But it's his film. I've got very little input into it. We've been invited to the rehearsals and what have you. We went to the lead singer, Mike West's house in McCuntleth. That's how it's pronounced, right? It's 5 hours away from me. I drove up to Shrewsbury the night before to break the journey up. And we went to his house. And it's got this beautiful house. And we had no idea what he was going to be like. There's no interviews with him. Mm-hmm. What, is he going to be grumpy? Is he going to be up for this? Is he going to be... Because his replies on Facebook are always yes, no. Well, turns out it's because he's an old man. And he was delightful. He was so delightful. He was so welcoming into his house. And he's just this fascinating story. He was in this pop band that almost made it, then left, and then got very, very depressed because he's in his mid to late 20s and the thing he banked on wasn't happening. He didn't know what to do. So he moved out to New Orleans, and he lost everything in Hurricane Katrina, everything, and he had kids, and they like, what do we do? And they moved to Kansas, and then they've moved to thing. And he's now American. He was Australian, Manchester, and now he's got an American accent because he lived in America for 30 years. And we went to his house, and we sat in his garden and filmed him for 3 hours, just talking and playing songs, right? And he played bits of Man from Del Monte songs. We weren't sure if he would, and he played some bits. And I said, would you play one? He said, I can only remember like 40% of some of the songs, and my son's teaching them to me again. And he played some bits, and I burst into tears. But can I play you a bit of, I got sent some of the film today.
Yeah.
Can I play you a bit of one of the songs? So this isn't a Man from Del Monte song, right? And I'm so thrilled this is happening. This is now such a big part. Where do downloads go to? They go to here. This, right? Let me just play. So this, I won't play the whole song because it's quite long. But this was him in his back garden. I'm sat 5 feet away from this man who was so important to me. A lot of their songs in 89, 90, one song would be about a girl. Next song would be about being in love with a boy. Then the next song would be about being in a love triangle with a girl and a boy. And he's singing it really proudly. And there are 500, 1,000 people, men and women, lads, singing songs
who are cool with it.
Who are cool with it. It was so... And I just play a bit, right? Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, I will. I did a song about David Young, who mixed that for his Happy Monday program. But he did a lot of things. And
that's as loud as I can make it, by the way, guys. Sorry.
A great rock and roll musician. And he actually was the sound guy on David Bowie's first stadium tour in the U.S., which I think is the Diamond Dogs tour in 1970.
I'm aware it's a bit quiet. It's as loud as I can make it. Turn your thing up, and we'll promise we'll keep out. We won't shout.
He was the front of house engineer, and it was I believe it was one of the first stadium tours, and they hadn't invented stadium PAs. They didn't exist, so they used to use theater PAs, right, which never move. Theater PAs are installed in the stadium, so these things cannot travel. So David Young, as a young engineer in 1974, was there with David Bowie on stage. And every night the speakers would explode one by one. And he would just be sitting there and mixing, watching them go, and you could see them flash.
Hear his accents going all over the world.
Hoping there'd be enough left to finish the gig at the end of the night, and then they'd ship more speakers for the next David Bowie gig. So he's got all this history, and he started working with us, I guess, late 80s, early 90s, I can't remember. He didn't know, but he became a father figure, because I became a record producer, right? So I help people make records. And he said a lot of things, which I have repeated to other people as wisdoms, and he would be completely unaware that, as far as I was concerned, he's like a bit of a hero to me, and a father figure. And then, like a lot of things, I didn't know he died during COVID, so I found out about 6 months ago that he was dead, and I wasn't going to see him again. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes, I think they called chitane. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers, after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. He tell the story of how he did sound for David Bowie, 1974. Diamond Dogs U.S. tour. Stop me if you've heard this before. He said as the band was playing, the speakers were going up in flames. There were nothing he could do about it but ride the faders and keep praying. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He'd smoke them French cigarettes, I think they called chitane. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers, after trying to make silk purses from all my pig's ears. All right. For years he played electric guitar for John Cale. He'd tell you John was a plagiarist and a con, and there are better men in jail. He said everybody thinks a career in music is all about making hits. Well, I got 50 years in rock and roll, and I'll tell you that's all shit. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes, I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers, after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. Well, he always had time for me, even when I was wallowing in self-loathing. He said anybody did anything worth a damn didn't know where they were going. He said just try to keep a steady tempo, try not to rush. There's hours in every second if you just learn not to push. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He'd smoke them French cigarettes, I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers, after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. Well, look at me now. I'm an old man just like he was. Some of these younger folks think that I know something, just because. I'm sat here at the mixing board, I am the engineer. It's up to me now to make silk purses from all of our pigs' ears. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes, I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers, after trying to make silk purses from all of our pigs' ears. Yes, he'd try to make silk purses from all of our pigs' ears. David Young, beautiful man.
Annette!
It's so good.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to equate that voice to the voice from the man from Del Monte. It's there still.
It's there. It is. It's so beautiful. And the thing is, I never followed his solo career.
Yeah.
After the man from Del Monte, I went to college and stuff got in the way, and I never followed his solo career. There's about 30 albums worth of catching up I've got, and he played half a dozen songs, and I felt so privileged to be sat there. This guy that was so important to me, and in the last 35 years, every 18 months, I'll remember the man from Del Monte. Go, oh my God, they're brilliant, and I'll play their CDs, the 2 albums, blam, and it was such an honour to sit opposite him and to say to him, you was so important to me in helping me eventually work out my sexuality and realise it was okay, because I was a confused 14, 15, 16-year-old kid when I was seeing them. And you played such an important part in that. It took a long time to get there, but I got there. And in no small part down to you. And he's just this beautiful, humble... I love him so much. He was so generous, so generous. So that is going to be a hell of a film. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a hell of a film. There's a bit of... Yeah, there's some Welsh in there, because he lives in Wales now and has been there... I think he got there 2019, just before lockdown. He grew up in Australia, so when I knew him, he had an Australian accent, but with a bit of Manchester. And it's just... What a man. It's going to be one hell of a film. It's going to be one hell of a gig. Tickets go on sale next Friday, and I'm shitting myself. Because I'm in for $2,000.
Wow, okay.
It's the second most expensive ticket in show business. But it'll sell. It's gonna go like that. John Ronson's coming over.
You've done a George Harrison.
Exactly.
You put money in because you want
I want to see the show.
Mm-hmm.
John Ronson's flying over to introduce the band.
Oh, I really want to go.
He's thrilled. He's going to be writing a piece about them next week. He does a thing on Substack where he writes like an essay. And I think you have to subscribe to it. Then a week later or 2 weeks later, it becomes free. So he's writing a piece about them, which I can't wait to read. And it's gonna sell out, man. It's gonna sell out.
So good.
It's gonna be 500 people, 504 people, because it's gonna be them in pieces. When they start playing Water in My Eyes, the whole place is gonna be gone, man. It's gonna be gone. Thrilled. What a lovely project. Feel like I'm living. Feel alive doing this. Feel like I'm achieving something. It's great. great fun. Having the time of my life. I wonder, do you want to watch a tiny little bit of that dancing scene from that Indian film that apparently won an Oscar?
Yes, I do.
We'll probably get yellow flagged for it, so I will have to keep an eye on it. So the film
It's worth
is
a little crack. I have
dancing.
had a less fun week.
Oh, go on.
Week 3 of no internet in a media school.
Oh, yeah, this is not good news.
It's very tricky. I've really had to think on my feet. There's been times this week when I've thought maybe this is not for me, and I can kind of understand why people don't stay teachers for very long, because it's really hard. It's really hard catering to teenagers who have got big dreams and have been promised a lot of things and are starting to get frustrated. It's week 3 now, remember?
Yeah.
So, they bore with us for the first week, maybe didn't really notice so much because it was all that kind of getting to know you stuff. Second week, all right, okay, we can understand that things aren't quite as they should be, but okay, tell us again how brilliant it's going to be. Week 3, we're still doing this.
Paul asked a good question. Obviously, don't say anything that'll get you in trouble. But how does that happen? No internet.
Yeah, well, we've had a change of regime at the top, and it would appear that the server has needed some attention for a while, and
It's been kicked down the road a bit.
It's been kicked down the road. It's been put to the bottom of people's to-do lists, and now it is demanding attention to the point of, it's given out. So they've had to bring a new server in. And I feel sorry for everyone who's had to deal with that, from the techies to the teachers, to the kids, because again, you start a new school, it's really exciting. It's like going to flipping, the Dream Factory, and then they're looking at these windows with cameras and all this possibility, and the things that they were promised that they'd be able to make for them. They'd be able to make stuff from day one and get on the radio and get online and make stuff that goes online content, and it's just not happening. And I get it, but we've made it work. And actually, well, it took a while to deliver, Dean. It was delivered on Wednesday. And I have absolute faith in the tech team that are doing it, sorting it out. And I'm hoping it's going to get sorted out by next week, by the time I go back. But, I've also lived long enough to know that there's no point pinning your hopes on that. And I have to have other plans. But it's made me a better teacher because I've learned coping techniques and stuff. And thank God I prepped a few things before. And thank God I'd tried a few things out last year with that crop of students that I know I can pull out from like little filler activities when, sometimes if you've finished, for example, if you finished a long project and you're sort of waiting for a week or so to start the next one and give them a breather, or waiting for some to catch up, you've got something else to do. Thank goodness I had that. I've been telling them stories, I've been telling them stories about, we talk about sort of media ethics, and then they want to hear about the hacking scandal and stuff, and they, and what it was like to have no idea of the possibilities of security issues with your mobile phones and stuff, and they couldn't believe that I got my first mobile phone when I was 23. And
that's wild.
But the great thing about this crop of kids actually is they love a chat. So they've been telling me their stuff, and I've said, right, can you imagine, come back with a scenario where this happens, and they come back and they've got these great imaginations. And then they love to write, so they've been doing that. So actually, do you know what? I think it's probably made us a better team than if we'd just cracked on, because it's made me realise that last time we got straight online and straight on with the kind of individual work, and they didn't have so much time for writing. They didn't have so much time for, we've done basic law, we've done basic politics, we've covered a lot of bases that normally we do it as and when. And sometimes it's like, right, I've noticed that there's a gap in that knowledge there, so let's fill that in when we've got a second, maybe we've got an hour here and there, we'll do stuff like that. So, please God that it's sorted out next week. But actually, from moments of feeling very, very low about it, when they went today, I felt like I'd done a good job. And actually, we get on great.
Dean makes a good point. Have you considered calling Stephen Murdoch?
I think Stephen Murdoch might have had a hand in the old...
Right, okay. Well,
there was a lot of water coming out of one of the studios. I don't know. Someone had just attempted a wet reset, yeah.
That was a wet reset.
But you know what? Turns out a little bit of,
how's your father?
Offline activity does us
Offline
all
love.
a little bit of good.
A bit of offline love.
Yeah, but the panic was real.
Should we watch it? See, we watch a little bit of this. Where did it go? I just had that YouTube. Where's that YouTube window? I just had it. Where did I put you? You're there. We'll see if we can get away with watching a little bit of this. We'll get a yellow warning, but
Dad's battle scene.
It's so good, and the thing is, it starts off. It's just a very violent, silly, over the top film about racism and things like that.
What I think is racist is the white actors they've hired are shit.
Yeah, they're terrible actors. But so when this happens, you're like, what? We're getting a yellow warning.
Oh, I really want to see him dance, though.
We're getting a yellow warning. I wonder if there's another.
Can you do an impression?
Let's try. We'll jump in a little bit. Let's just wait for the yellow warning to go, and then what we'll do is we'll try a little bit. Let's get rid of this advert. We'll just try a little bit more. Oh, the braces bit is funny, TD Hall. You're right. It's what is great is it just comes from nowhere. There's been no songs, no dances, nothing. An hour into it, it's been very violent. There's some quite horrible stuff in it. You saw the racist bit, and there is quite a bit of that going on. And then suddenly this happens, and it's so well done. It's so silly. It's a long old film. It's 3 hours long, but we've been blocked. We were blocked. Hold the line, caller. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is a very long one.
We must have been very bad.
Yeah, very bad. We're going to try again as well in a minute. Stream has been temporarily blocked. Here we go. Welcome back. Oh, I don't need to type that. Welcome back. So we're going to try and watch a little bit more of it. As soon as the yellow warning comes up, we'll stop, but we'll try a little bit. Yellow warning, we're out. Go and find it yourselves. Go and find it yourselves. We're out. Oh, bollocks!
Totally worth it.
Yeah, there was a big pile of shit everywhere. I think it's come from Pebbles because it was so big.
Oh.
It won't have come from the kittens.
She's eating too much.
She's eating too much. I think it might be the moose because she's eating loads of the moose. But so it's fine. So I've just given them biscuits. They'll be fine. Our souls. Oh.
Stream unavailable to The Reckoning.
We had a go. I thought that was Alan Davis.
No.
Does it work with the cannonball thing? That's a good idea. I won't play it though because we'll get done. But
So the natto natto, from what I can work out, is
yeah, something like that.
it's waggling your leg like it's not joined to your body anymore. Oh,
that was rare. When it comes back, we should be doing natty natty.
So we were just doing it.
Take your headies off.
Here we go. So I think it's like that.
So you've got to come in here. So we want to be here. There we go. Yeah. So get ready. So we're gonna do it right, and then switch. All right. And then
with your braces.
Here we go. No.
They'll do us again because they'll think we're them.
I wonder if we can play ads. Ads, when they're watching ads now, that'll learn them. Hello, love.
I was really boring while you were gone. I've got no energy.
Where did all your energy go?
Oh yeah, I got sacked.
And
And then the braces, right? I think it's pretty much that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
no, we've been taken off while we were doing the Natu dance.
They assumed we were for them. It was so uncannily similar. I told you that was a danger.
We just spent the last 5 minutes doing the
Natu
Natu dance. I've not liked much on Twitter, but I got some little bibs and bobs. Let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Oh, this.
Coin Garry.
This is from. I found a Twitter account we had that I don't remember having. Do you remember this, Ian Catherine? I've got no idea what the login is.
Oh yeah,
this is
vaguely.
Us, and it's full of stuff. It's full of stuff from the show.
Oh, look.
Well, let me see. Let's see some of these classic. Kate Garner. There's me calling Paul Rimmer C. It's okay. There's stuff there. There's
God,
this.
Show them that. Do you remember
I hated
absolute
this night.
shambles?
Yes,
but it was hilarious.
No, it wasn't.
This bit was.
Look at my hair. Look at my hair and beard. I look about 57.
That outfit is not flattering.
This was a lot of fun. That outfit is very flattering. Oh my goodness. Davros.
He's a doctor. How can
This
you
is
tell?
when we used to care about the show. I don't want to. I think I chucked all my. Oh no, I've still got the green screen. I chucked my lights away, but I kept the green screen.
I like the cruise.
Yeah.
And I like Star Trek.
Yeah.
I want more. See, there she...
Look at this.
Darlings.
When was? Hang on a minute. This wasn't. This was December. Yeah, there was probably a lockdown of some kind going on December the 6th, 2020.
When she said she needed something to look forward to and plan, you weren't kidding, were you? Because of lockdown.
Is that supposed to be a copper?
Yeah. I think it's one of those modern WPCs.
How dare you question my credentials?
That guy. It wasn't a backdrop, was it?
No, it wasn't actually. It's like the end of Carrie.
Technical.
Oh my God.
What is it? What do you want?
Well, we said you were a driver. We didn't mean getaway.
Oh my God, Max! It's Stephen Burkoff. I want my hair like that again. How do I get my hair like that?
Have you got a time machine?
Hello, Reverend. He's got the same thing with you. He can't bend his fingers. I was about to say that. He can't bend his fingers. Fucking hell, Dave. Let's be honest. Apart from the hundreds of thousands of deaths and the corruption, lockdown was great, right? Lockdown was great.
These guys seem to be whooping it up.
Here's what we're going to do for the free show next month. We're going to recreate lockdown. We're going to have a lockdown special. So the first show of October, we'll have a lockdown special. We'll have the green screen.
We'll have a quiz.
We'll have a quiz. Everyone will dress up. Should we do that? So the first show of October, we're going to pretend we're in lockdown. All right? We're going to have a quiz. So get your quiz questions ready. Locktober. Oh, Joe. October is Locktober. That's exactly what we're doing.
All right.
The floating mug. I've got the puppets. Captain Cruiser Crunch.
We planned that out so well, but what we didn't plan for was just how hot we'd be in those suits. Yeah. We couldn't stand it.
Nelly's got his quiz already sorted. I chucked away so many of the costumes.
I did.
All right. Locktober. The whole month.
Not the whole month.
The whole month. We're going to hide James Bond. Yeah, James Bond is going to get hidden. Jimbo's on his Holly Bobs and Cornwall for the whole month, Jim. Because it's Locktober.
I'm away 1 week.
Sorry, what?
October.
Oh, I think I'm away. I think my sister's getting married, isn't she?
Yeah. So, okay. Partial October.
Well, they'll lift the restrictions for that week. All right, let's do that. All right, Locktober.
I mean, if it taste level low, but okay.
Trying to think what we can. All right, we'll have a little thing. Any suggestions? Email them to us. Dave, look at that. That's a great look. Oh, what is that moustache made out of? Bog brush.
I felt it was funny.
Did you see James Bond then?
Yeah.
There he is.
Brosnan. You were aiming for Brosnan then, do you remember?
Oh, I was. Hang on a minute. I want that.
I felt it was funny.
It's just longer sides.
It is longer sides. I always lose Barber Roulette. I always get the guy. But a friend of mine on Instagram posted a silly little video, right? And he's not really a friend. Lonely God Dave said, "Oh, this guy is trying to get 1,000 followers." And he said, "Wouldn't it be funny if I got a celebrity? You don't fancy following him." And I was his 1,000th follower. And he's really funny. But he had the hair that I wanted. And I posted a comment under this funny video. What were the exact words you said to the barber to get that? And he told me. So,
all right, let's see.
It's coming back. Right, here we go.
Dearie me.
That one was a real surprise. Oh my God! Up or anything? Well, that's disappointing. That's cruel. Oh, she couldn't connect, Katya.
No, she's connecting to audio.
Yes, hello. We cannot hear.
And Max, we couldn't hear
Poor
Max.
old Reverend.
He's praying.
Reverend's praying. What's this? Oh, pass the parcel. Pro tip: don't play pass the parcel with Iain Lee. I think he might be a cheater. Oh! It's me. I get to open it. Right. Let's have a little look at that backdrop. Those Unexplained magazines, which I almost bought again on eBay.
Yeah. Baby me.
Baby you. Baby me. The side bottom Ouija. Going live sign. The Vectrex. Marnie's picture. Which have I got? That's up there now. Mm-hmm. Puppet made by Kim. I didn't have all my counsellor. I wasn't a counsellor then.
That live on air is now in my classroom.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Well, look, see what we've got in here. It's exciting. That's very exciting. I look hot, right? I've got that jacket. See what we got. Shane Ritchie just got voted out.
Oh, no, I thought he was going to win it. Yes, mate.
Thank you, JPU Records. So that's my one. All right, here we go again. Let's get the music going. Here we go. you've been saying that for so many years.
I mean-
Oh, come on.
I think it's pretty much a catchphrase by now.
Yes, mate. I got another one. Right, I'll go first.
I'd really like one of them.
I'd
really like one of them.
see that. I got another one. Right, I'll go first.
I'd really like one of them.
It's the luck of the draw. It's the luck of the music.
Your bloody finger on the fader.
It's the luck of the music. Jimbo says those shows were so good. You know what he's saying, don't
Yeah,
you?
better. They were better.
Those shows were so better. I never win anything.
I'm so nice. You're so horrible.
You remind me of that calculator watch is behind me with the broken strap. What's unusual here is I'm wearing jacket, shirt and t-shirt. It must have been cold.
Yeah, you want to
I'm going to spin around with it! Oh, don't do it over there! That way I can't see where the music's going to stop.
Under the
Oh,
leg.
God! You do it that way, I can't see when the music's going to stop.
Disappeared in my ears.
Oh. Yes!
What? Come on!
Amazing! I'm the luckiest guy in town. I tell you what, because we are mates, they're all the same CD. You can have the envelopes they came in, all right? There you go. That is yours. A bit of sellotape, that'll be absolutely fine. Well done. Right. Look at this! Look at that! That was JPU. Let's talk. Oh, that was an advert for the records.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we were obsessed with them, weren't we?
That's your friend.
Yes.
We did I did a trail. Jesus Christ.
Toilet, honestly.
Oh my God. What's going on?
Hi, Iain Lee here. I'm
No
part
barbers.
of the Late Night Alternative with Catherine Boyle.
You're
and
like
Iain
Terry
Lee.
Waits.
And I want to tell you what we've got coming up
Felt like him chained to you for the fucking all of COVID.
this week. On Mondays, it's SOS. Shonky
I did that. Look at that apostrophe.
old shows,
Don't know
where
me.
we show old shows on Tuesday.
On the
it's
toilet.
Tuesday Club. Come
Tuesday Club.
in.
Come in. You don't want to go in when he's in there.
Oh, Wednesdays, we don't play Cluedo, we play Udo.
What was that?
Udo.
Udo.
That shit.
Oh, that shit. Okay.
It's not Cluedo. I don't remember what Thursdays are.
I don't remember.
And Fridays? Well, that's Judgment Day. Judge Boyle. So make sure you look smart. That's weekday.
Oh, there was. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
Georgie.
George. You didn't see that. There's my little boy, George. Oh, look at that. I miss you. I miss you. I had a big cry about him a couple of days ago.
That's weekday nights from 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/Iain Lee, the Late Night Alternative, with me, Iain Lee, and Catherine Boyle. That's her there.
Shoulders than that now.
She's older than that now!
All right.
All right, we don't need to see that
Okay.
abomination again.
Latest episode of Dick. I was in Dick and Dom's podcast.
Yeah.
It was when I was on
Celeb
Vimeo
PM.
thing. Iain Lee ranting that survey. It was
Oh,
funny.
show me it.
You not see this? This is.
I can't remember
I
it.
was fucking good on that.
You were funny
Jungle.
on that.
Your dingo dollar challenge questions are pulled out of Dongo, Dingo, whatever his name is, Keith's arse. Can you not see we are battered? We are bruised? We are poor celebrities stuck in the jungle. All we want are some marshmallows or something. Although I'm not entitled to the treats today because I stole strawberries and cream yesterday. I want to see the data on these because I don't think anybody was asked. You are making the figures up. What is wrong with you people?
I was good value on that show.
You were. They spoiled it though, didn't they, by being actual arseholes?
John Gorn. Were there any other clips? Oh, that's us in Belfast. Look, we sold that out.
How?
We recorded a single there. we
met
recorded a
Bodell
single.
that night.
And I met Bodell a year ago to the day. Yeah. That's us in Dublin.
Yep.
Airports. Oh, here we go. This is what it was all about. Coin Garry. I don't know if Gary's here, but this was from 2018. Look at this footage.
This legend.
Absolute geezer.
He is honestly a master of his craft. Look at that. It's so easy.
Don't think we see it again slower. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow it down. We're going to slow down the slowdown.
Oh. Beware though that noise is now going to become brown noise. So.
Thank you, Jimbo. Thank you for the nice words, everybody. Hang on a
Lightning
minute.
reflex.
Hang on a minute. He doesn't let them rest on his arm. Look. He lifts them up.
No,
look.
he doesn't.
Look. Look. He's going to lift them up.
He's just keeping them stacked.
No. He's going to lift them up. Before his arm moves, they're not touching.
Yeah,
they're not touching.
Yeah, they are.
They're not touching.
Are you calling him a cheating get?
Look at the shadow.
Are you calling him a cheating get?
Look, they're not touching.
They were.
Yeah, I'm calling him a cheating get who's had years of our support and for years we've allowed him to send us gifts and he's a cheating bastard.
And it's only now we've got the technology that you're seeing it.
God, this goes all the way back to 2018. Look.
Oh yeah, that's Dublin, isn't it?
I couldn't do those shows anymore. Too stressful. It's me in the jungle. Look.
Juggly.
Here we go. This is good. Make an entrance via helicopter. I didn't fly in a helicopter. I was going to say I didn't go in a helicopter. I did. I sat in the helicopter for photos, and that man told me off for opening the door. He said, whoa, mind the door, mate. That's all I did in a helicopter. Iain isn't afraid to speak his mind. He regularly rants and raves on his talk radio show. His listeners should expect the same from him in the jungle. Cool guy. Cool guy. Just walking through Australia dressed like that.
Yeah, but actually, look. There's the reflector.
Yeah. That's a funny old time. So there isn't actually... I thought there was more lockdown stuff on here, but there isn't.
Who are these babies?
Yeah. God, I remember all these people. But it's a sellotape.
The massive sellotape.
Hey! That's 7 years ago, man. Oh, Gary's in the chat! Bullshit they were touching. Or, no, if you put a comma after bullshit, he'd be saying, bullshit, they were touching. No comma. He's saying they weren't touching.
Hiding in plain sight.
They weren't touching. Gary.
I believe in you, Gary. I believe in you.
Gary. What's this? There we go. This is weird.
We swap places.
This is Brighton.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the right.
Remember we hid behind those curtains for ages
We did
while
for
people
about
came
45 minutes. We hid there for 45 minutes while people came in, then the music started and we walked out and no one knew we were there. Apart from people that would walk past the pub and come in via the front door.
Saw us pressing against the window.
Did we get them because we thought they looked like us?
Nope.
I think we did.
No.
Elliot, you didn't say anything.
There we go. Forget that
them a round of applause.
What's with the leather trousers, Kath?
It was the times.
Unacceptable. Oh, sellotape. This is the weird one. Was this in Scunthorpe?
Yeah.
And that was in like a sort of community hangout place. There's about 20 people there. That was a good one. I don't remember that shirt. Remember guy's mum came in and dropped off some Doctor Who DVD.
videos.
And funnily enough, that guy got in touch with me a few weeks ago about something.
Okay.
I don't think that is the cursed gig. This is it. Cafe Indie. This was a brilliant... Yeah, in Scunthorpe. This is a brilliant place. I nearly bought a really old HMV record player on Facebook Marketplace because it popped up and there's a video of it. It worked. It sounded beautiful. She wanted a tenner for it. It's worth about 200 quid. And I went and I go, I'll have it. No reply. Is it still available? I tell you what, I'll pay £30 for it. I've been looking for one of these for ages. But there's loads of people.
Oh, right.
But it was... that's good, isn't it?
Well, you're good. Look at my face. I look like I've been melted.
Yeah. It was... Podfest. That was... Dave tweeted this the other day, 2 years ago, 2 days ago. 7 years ago, 2 days ago. Dave tweeted that. Harsh, man.
Harsh, you feature a lot.
I think we had a crush on you.
Yeah.
And on it goes, and on it goes, and on it goes.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Oh, look.
There we go. That was fun.
Jacqueline Wilson.
That was fun. Right. Did I have any tweets that I like? Anyway, here we go.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, no.
It's
Don't show this, don't show this.
Virus. Go away. I can't stand it
You're summoning him.
Please go away. I can't forget the time I heard you say it's the corona.
We've had
Coronavirus.
I'd say I don't remember the live stuff. It doesn't really register with me. I haven't seen this. AI Minecraft tackles the winter fuel cuts. The last one of these are quite funny, so let's have a go.
Which one of you bloody did this? My whole blimmin' house is filled with snow and ice.
Wait, really? Same here. I thought it was just me.
Yeah, me too, mate. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm afraid I've had to revoke all of your winter heating allowances, so you're just going to have to suck it up.
Oh, for God's sake, Keir. What the hell have we bloody done to deserve this?
Keir, this isn't fucking funny. My flipping dog is frozen in a block of ice.
Yeah, innit, Keir. This is outrageous, mate.
Well, that's a bit rich coming from you, Mr. £22 billion black hole. You're the reason we are in this sodding mess to begin with.
Keir, I'll dig a flipping black hole and throw you in it if you're not careful, mate.
Rishi, that would be intimidating coming from literally anyone's mouth apart from yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rishi. I'm inclined to agree.
1 second, guys. Someone's at my door.
What the buggery is going on here?
Oh, shit.
Guys, you're not going to believe what I've just uncovered here. He's got himself a nice, warm, bloody fire.
Guys, you're not going to believe what I've uncovered here. He's got himself a nice big bloody wolf. Oh my God, this is good.
While we all freeze.
What the actual fuck?
Wait.
These are so good.
Wait, I can explain.
Just destroy his blimmin' house, Nigel.
You better bloody not.
It's okay, Keir. You have nothing to worry about.
Wait, are you being serious?
No. Who do you bleeding take me for?
Nigel, stop that right this goddamn second.
I'm sorry, Keir. It's too late for that, mate. Right, 3, 2, 1. Ignite.
Oh, fuck.
That's outrageous.
Hello, chaps. Today, I have the absolutely tremendous honour of being invited to partake in the parliamentary Minecraft server. Now, if you cast your minds back not too long ago, Nigel managed to orchestrate a rather explosive Guy Fawkes gunpowder plot in the House of Lords, just ahead of his and Rishi's debate. Well, Rishi has given me a nudge saying that on behalf of the Conservative Party, it falls upon me to exact revenge on our friend Nigel. So without further ado, let's show you what I have in store for him. So after working with a few inside sources...
If any of you have spent days watching Minecraft YouTubers, this is so spot
I've actually
on,
managed
isn't
to
it?
locate the Grand Theatre where Nigel intends to make his speech to all of his supporters. Now, this is where things get interesting. I've devised a plan that's nothing short of brilliant, and it's going to be quite the spectacle. I assure you of that. Okay, chat, so as you can see here, this is...
Okay, chat, that's the thing.
Where Nigel intends to make his speech. And I've actually gone ahead and crafted a trap door right here, and when the moment is just right, he'll fall all the way into the void and be trapped for eternity. It's a rather cunning plan, if I do say so myself. Anyway, chat, let's get out of here and wait for him to deliver his speech.
Hello, chat. It's finally time to deliver my speech, and I must say I'm absolutely thrilled. Wow, that's a bloody amazing turnout from the lads.
From the lads! From the lads!
Anyway, let's deliver my speech, shall we? Oh, for goodness sake, not again. Boris was here. Who bloody invited him to the server? I bet it was Rishi. I'm going to get him back for this.
Is that one person doing? Is it?
That's so good.
Oh, the creator. Is it this person? Because if it is, they're getting a follow. Because it's not this guy. This guy's just nicking them. Oh, he's at Dead Express. All right. Okay. All right. Fine. I don't know if I got any more likes to date. We've done that. We've done that. We've done that. Oh, purple doesn't exist.
I've seen it though.
That's your brain seeing it. Purple doesn't exist.
Everything's my brain seeing it.
Doesn't exist. Do you know that?
Fat Alan Davis is saying it.
There are no purple photons. Doesn't exist on the light spectrum. It's entirely a psychological creation. So what happens is that if you get red and blue, now normally what the brain should do is say, well, it's halfway between red and blue, so it must be green. I'm getting a lot of stimulus in the red. I'm getting quite a bit in the blue.
I had a bit of stimulus in the blue the other night. Bloody awful.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. I was hoping you wouldn't ask a question about it. Is there a bit of stimulus in the brown?
God.
Laura's had migraines. Laura! The worst. As a fellow migraine sufferer, touch wood, I haven't had one for a while. Chill. It's going to be a nice chill. Nice chill.
Halfway between red and blue is green. But you've also got a green sensor.
Anyway, that's boring, but that's true.
But apparently, purple is tricks.
Brett Goldstein's been on the show.
Yes.
Been on the show. Friend of the show. He's writing a rom-com and is going to star in it with J-Lo.
Well, he's big in America now. Ted Lasso.
This is not for... It's Ricky Gervais and Ali G going off to America all over again. I should be writing and starring in a rom-com with Jennifer Lopez.
What was that one we bailed on the other day because it was too shit?
The wedding planner.
Yeah.
It was too shit.
Even for him. Oh, I did see that. I don't know. I'm not convinced. Do you? I wish them well. Where do I put this again? Okay, there.
We saw this. This was... Yeah, we're done. You got anything?
I don't know. I can't remember. Have a look. I've such a horrible week. Probably not. Look.
It's okay, Catherine E. Boyle.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Moons. That tells you everything you need to know about me this week. Cats and moons. I'm feeling, yes. That was interesting. That's a great wedding picture. Did you see it?
Yeah, Godzilla.
Yeah. Did you see that, Joe?
Dog is 59.
Yep.
This is good. This day in 1984, Prince Charles and Princess Diana got a massive chippy tea.
Yep. This is funny. Did you watch that? You like Catherine O'Hara, right?
Yeah, I do like Catherine O'Hara. Why do you sound surprised at that?
Must we?
Don't draw any conclusions from it, please.
Really choose just one winner? You know, when all the nominees have done such wonderful, hilarious work, must we? Yes, apparently we must.
She's brilliant.
She's great. I love her. Coin Garry.
Well,
apparently defrauding us.
Gary. It's Gary.
Oh, this is great. This is a heartwarming moment.
We're celebrating our eldest Benjamin's 9th birthday today. We've got tickets to see Imagine Dragons next summer, which will be his first proper gig.
Oh, wow.
And this is so lovely. Darren says, for context, when I bagged Oasis tickets last week, he said, so Daddy, is Oasis to you what Imagine Dragons is to me? And I guess he's kind of right.
This has got me in the feels.
He says, can I get a happy birthday to Benjamin, please, and an Imagine Dragons track? Of course you can. Happy birthday to you, Benjamin. Imagine Dragons coming right up.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Magic.
That is beautiful.
Keep action, this guy.
Oh, yeah, I saw this. This is great. She's reading the lyrics to the songs.
It happens now.
Yeah.
Look at that. But I do think it's a shame you can't just get your groove on without
Film it.
something.
Chris, I've got about another 40 minutes of Triple R, I'm going to call it to save time. And what a film. What a film. Thing is, yeah, what's the line? Dance like no one's watching. Well, everyone's watching now and got their bloody phone out.
Still, you shouldn't be ashamed. Doing a grand job there.
Yeah, you know I love a good boogie.
I love a boogie, man. Kavanagh.
Doing
doing
2.5
it.
years. I think we'd seen these, haven't we? Yeah, we saw these.
Yeah.
We saw those.
It was a busy week. I was not online very much.
Oh, we missed Nigel from Maidstone
What the
half
hell?
an hour
I
ago.
told you summoned him.
I did summon him half an hour ago.
Oh, hi.
Let's give him a call. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. The phone number you are calling is owned by a wrong un. Nice secrets.
The mobile number you've called is currently...
I don't understand how it can't ever.
Well,
He's a giver, not a taker.
He's got. It's like the Bermuda Triangle in his house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes signals disappear though.
Bermuda Triangle. He
Triangle.
sang that when we saw him, didn't he?
Who dis?
Hey!
Hey. It's the good doctor.
Did you see that clip of you dressed as a doctor, Alistair?
Well, I was making a coffee.
Oh.
And then just as I came back into the room, I saw a brief picture of myself and then some of the other characters that were in the show.
Bye, Debbie. All of the... I made everything on my YouTube channel. I wanted to tidy up, and I made everything unlisted, I think. Not private, unlisted. Apart from these shows that you can see if you're the patron. And a few other things. And part of me has wondered for a while, do we go back and do we spend a show watching one of those lockdown shows? I'd be up for that.
Are we in danger of disappearing up our own fundaments?
Yeah.
Well, everybody else has in the world, Catherine.
Yeah.
What, on my fundament? What have you heard?
As long as we don't then, in 4 years' time, watch the show back of us watching a show back. That's too far.
You know we will.
That's Inception. But no, well, the thing is, we do it. We pick one. The talent show. That's not a bad idea, Dave. We watch the talent show, and if we're not enjoying it, we stop it. I think it would be good, actually, because it will be interesting to see how we've changed. More importantly, how we haven't changed, and the same lines we're using 4 years later.
All right, come on.
So next month, Alistair, it's Locktober, where we're going to recreate lockdown during the shows. Are you in?
Do you want me to recreate the Doctor?
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah.
I'll make some shit bread. It's not quite right.
Shit bread.
I'll make a soap.
How do you make shit bread? Well, you need a poo.
Oh. That sounds horrible.
Take care, Laura. It is a horrible joke, that, isn't it? Why did the baker have brown hands? Because he needed a poo.
So I watched. Are you into the
pornos?
The Batman stuff, Ian, and the spin-offs? Because I watched the Penguin, the first episode of the Penguin today.
Here's the thing. Let me talk to you about my relationship with the Batman.
I've seen them all.
In that room there, I've got the DVD box set of Batman 66.
Yeah, me.
No, you haven't.
Did you take it? Is that mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like the Batman 67 movie. It's the one where he's got the bomb. You seen that? You've not seen Batman running around with a bomb?
Probably.
Oh, we'll watch that.
Batman is one of those things, like Wonder Woman, that I was obsessed with, but I don't think I can remember a single isolated episode.
We'll watch the scene of him running around with a bomb. It's one of the greatest scenes in cinema history. Alistair, I did not see any of the 80s or 90s Batmans. Not seen any, because they look shit.
They were good.
Then I've watched the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, they were good.
They were good. Yeah. Then I watched the Robert Pattinson one, and it was crap.
No, it was good. It was just different.
So that's my relationship with Batman, Alistair. Tell us about your relationship with
the
Bruce,
Batman.
With Bruce.
Yeah, I like
with
I
Batman.
Like some of those films that you talk about, and I thought I'd watch the Penguin because the actual.
You look a bit like the Penguin.
Rude.
Don't you saying Danny DeVito's an unattractive man?
Yeah.
Okay.
The actual makeup that they use on that actor, who I've forgotten for the minute, Colin somebody or other, is amazing.
Colin Penguin. Yeah.
But it starts off very dark, and presumably it will continue to be dark.
Well, unless someone puts the backlight on.
It wasn't a nice guy, was he?
Marvel do fun. DC are up their bum.
Dark.
Yeah. If only there was a happy medium.
Don't know where it's gone.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. And I've not seen anything outstanding of late.
You touched me. Hang on, Alistair. Sorry, my leg was pinched out of view.
Lies.
Was it?
Yeah, it was pinched out of view.
You're a lucky lad.
Jacques Hughes.
I don't know him.
Jacques Hughes what?
Right.
Jacques Hughes soap to wash his face.
Oh, stop. Now, Alistair was talking then.
I know, and that's why I interrupted.
Alistair, welcome to my world.
This is the man who every Friday emails me or WhatsApps me and says, "Can you send me the link for tomorrow's show?" And I say, "Yeah, I'll send it again, and it's tonight." Do I need to call Nurse?
Well, it's funny because I think I am losing my marbles a bit, because today I was having a conversation with someone, and the word I was looking for was, when, say, a couple go out together and then there's like a third person there.
Yes.
That person could be referred to as a gooseberry.
Yes.
Gooseberry.
I instead used the word prune.
Well, also, or plum.
So it wasn't quite right. It was slightly off. And I think that's what happened to my brain. It's slightly off.
Yeah. And that's what makes you beautiful.
So it might need slightly putting back, like Spock's brain, for example.
You might need to hit your reset button.
Yes.
Which is up your bum.
So you two okay? Mental health okay, generally?
Everything is tickety-boo, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to go and see the boys play rugby. Then I'm bringing them back here, and we're going to get pizza from Flame and Stone, which is Kim's favourite pizza place, and we're going to watch Trap. That's the plan for tomorrow.
My auntie that I've not seen for ages is coming down to see my mum tomorrow, so we're going to go around and have afternoon tea together, and it'll be a nice little catch-up, hopefully.
From Manchester?
Yes.
Manchester.
Yes. So my other auntie has been quite regularly for the last sort of year or so, but we haven't seen this one, and this one's coming tomorrow. So it's gonna be really lovely. I haven't seen it for a long time.
Here's this thing. Okay, let's play a game. Titles, ideally, you get 2 points for a title, 1 point for a word.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Go on.
2 points for a title, 1 point for a word.
Is it eyebrow?
That has become a real thing. I will go first. It's become a word that we use, but it wasn't a word that we used before. I will go first. Lolita. 2 points.
Okay.
Because that's become a thing now. We know what that means. And it's a title of a book. 2 points. Catherine. I've got loads.
Monster-in-law.
It's a film starring J-Lo and the fitness founder.
It
And
is.
it's not become a thing, and it's not a book. It's got to be books.
Oh,
I said books.
I wasn't paying attention.
I've got one. Big Brother. 3 points. That's a point. 3 points.
That wasn't a book.
It was in a book.
It was in a book.
Yeah, you get a point for that. 2 points for a title. Alistair.
I don't know, Treasure Island, that's a book, isn't it?
No, for fuck's sake. All right, I've got another one.
Catch-22, is
You
it?
copied that off Sofa Bum.
You were about to. Did
No,
I spoil
I
it for
wasn't.
you? Yes, I did.
Well, I was in a catch-22 situation. Okay. This is more
Oh,
intellectual
it's
than the
games,
games we
isn't it?
normally play. This is
Yeah.
an intellectual games, books. Are you thinking of one? Or are you just looking at me?
I'm thinking of one.
Lockdown.
Sorry?
Bob
is that
Down?
one? Lockdown.
What are you talking about?
Just say words.
Is that the correct word?
For what?
To use right now. For this quiz.
Do you know what? You two talking to each other, I feel like a prune. There we go. Got him. Got his tickle spot. Just thinking of books. Oh,
I don't really understand
I've
the
got
rules of
one.
this game.
So a title of a book or a word in a book that wasn't a
A word
thing.
in a book?
That
Like
wasn't that wasn't a thing until the book. All right, I've got one. Brave New World. It wasn't a thing, and now we say, "Oh, this is a Brave New World." Do you not get it? Do you not get it?
I kind of get it, but it's very...
All right, I've got
it's
one.
very complex.
It is.
for me.
I've got one. Scrooge. That's in a book. Is it called Scrooge or is it called Christmas Dickens, isn't it?
Called A Christmas Carol.
Oh, have we got my Christmas Dickens in? Didn't have any, so we got a duck instead.
You boy, what day is it?
It's Christmas Dickens Day. Scrooge. So that's a point. I've got 4 points so far. Because that's now a word that we use. Ebenezer Scrooge. You're a Scrooge. Why is this not... Sophie's
Ebenezer
Choice.
good.
Sophie's Choice. Hobson's Choice.
Hobson's Choice.
Sophie's Choice
Sophie's
is one.
Choice is different.
Well, who said that in the chat then? Because they're going to get a rollicking. Dave says Breakfast of Champions. No, Breakfast of Champions was a thing before the book Breakfast of Champions.
Oh, no,
So-
what about Breakfast at Tiffany's, Ian?
Yeah, what about it? It's not relevant to the game, so why are you talking about it?
It's a book and it's the name of a band.
No, it's
No.
Or the
Okay.
name of a song or something.
Yeah, it was a bloody awful song that used to clear the
But they're not using Breakfast at Tiffany's to mean something. They're actually they're naming the film. 50 Shades of
right.
Grey.
So
No.
that was-
Why is this so difficult for people?
Because it's your game and only you know the rules.
I don't understand. Well, the game is called Catch 22.
The game is it?
Catch 22.
That's the title.
Catch 22 was not a phrase
Yeah.
before the book. It didn't exist.
The blue pill.
Joseph Heller
Blue pill.
that's in a film.
Red pill.
We're
No.
talking books. It's in a. There's not the Matrix wasn't based
There's
on a book.
now. There's a book of the
Joseph
Matrix
Heller
film.
invented the phrase Catch 22. Did you read his follow-up to Catch 22? Something happened.
Catch 23. Okay.
Frankenstein. Yeah, TD Hall's got it. Frankenstein. Oh, you Frankenstein this. Bodged it together. Frankenstein. Well done. TD Hall, you've got it. It's not difficult.
Dave Dogface Boy, they're talking Steely Dan.
Shut up.
You know what that is?
It's a band. It's a
Big
shit
It's
band.
a big old dildo, wasn't it?
Oh, for Christ's sakes, don't.
Steely Dan was.
So you're seeing about what's
Hey,
the sex
I've
offender?
already told you.
Oh, no, I don't want to know about that.
784 dildos found in his
Certainly
house.
can't get it. My
In his
brain
house.
can't get wrapped around this. So I'm
Fahrenheit
gonna
451
bid you
doesn't work. Well, but did you say Bitty Bow Wow?
Bid you farewell.
What did you say,
And,
Ditty Dorman?
have a great weekend.
Oh, he's off. He's off. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You saw him off with your aggressive game.
1984, sort of. Big Brother is better, I think.
Because he thought of it.
What do they call it? What do they call it when they redact the words from the language? They call it think speak. There's a word for
Thought
it.
police.
Thought police is another one. There we go. 1984 is full of it. What's the thing when they redact the words? Tried to watch the film. Jesus, it's shit. 1980. Bam, bam, Peter Pan. Dave's got it. Peter Pan. We use that as a phrase to imply someone who's a pop star and a paedophile.
Munchausen.
I don't think he was a paedophile. Munchausen's disease was named after a person.
After Munchausen.
Baron Munchausen, the film. No.
The Legend of the Baron von Munchausen.
Walter Mitty! Thank you, Sofa. She gets it. During Locktober, do you want to be co-host, Sofa? It's been a while.
Go on.
Dave is right. Wendy was a made-up name in Peter Pan. Dave's just got... Get off of me. Stop
I'm not
touching my
touching
body.
you.
Dave's just got 5 bonus points. Tigger! Tigger!
Why are you shouting Tigger at me
It's
now?
a word from a book that we now use in everyday language. That's
I
the
don't
better
use
way
it
to
every
explain
day. What weirdo?
Don't think Weirdo's in a book.
What a
Oh, the Weirdo Chronicles.
Mm.
I'm looking to my good friend in the chat, Paulie D. Paulie D is going to type a number in, and that number is going to dictate the next hour. Paulie D.
Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, yeah, Jekyll and Hyde character.
Paulie D has typed in the number 37. That dictates the next
Number
hour.
54. The house with the bamboo door.
All right. Come on, get ready and hit the street. Gonna get the number 73.
Number 73.
All right, let's do that then. Let's do that. You can call in with this. We're going to count to 100 via song.
Okay. 1 is the loneliest
Okay.
number.
It's my turn. Today is going to be the
No.
day. Why?
Today.
All right. It takes 2, baby.
Okay. 3 is the magic number.
One, 2, 3, 4. It's in it. It counts.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Someone in the chat type in a
Stop it.
You 6y motherfucker. All right, that's that game done. Right. 37. If this were Talk Radio, we'd be doing that all the time for a week.
We would stretch it out.
I once liked a tweet that said Dan Wootton was shit. Dan Wootton complained to my boss, Denny Morris. I was told I had to unlike that tweet. A month later, Dan Wootton liked a tweet that said I was shit. I complained to Denny Morris. Dan Wootton had to unlike that tweet that said I was shit. But Dan Wootton did it knowing that I was about to lose my job because Dan Wootton had complained.
That's grown-up people. Then.
That is adults. That is El Dorado. Number 37. Fuck knows where we were.
Doesn't really matter.
A sexual assault had been played down.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of, I don't know, just pushed his luck, didn't he?
Here we go. Let's have it. You can call in still. If you're gonna call in, maybe let me know in the chat because I missed the Skype. But you can call in. Oh, you bled depression.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Oh, the £13 Zoom meeting. How you fixed? Not this Sunday, next Sunday morning.
I don't believe.
At the 10 of the A de la M.
I can do that.
So, not this Sunday, the 22nd, the 29th. Sunday, the 29th. 10 a.m. We'll confirm that. It's going to be the £13 Zoom meeting. If you're not a £13, you can just go up for that and then go back down. You get charged for 1 month. It's a lot of fun. We really
No one's
enjoy
going to
it.
stop you. No one can do you for it.
We really that says that Jim says that might not work as I am available. All right, Jim, if you can let us know when you're not available.
Yeah, then we'll do it.
We'll do it then, mate. Thank you for the heads up. Appreciate that, mate.
Oh, we went to see a musical. Forgot to tell you about it.
Oh yeah, go on.
We went to see Heathers the musical. Now, when we went to see Six, there was obviously a fandom. There were some girls with sort of the headdresses on and stuff, or dressed in the colours, or with T-shirts on of their favourite queen, Six, which is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII. It's a bit of fun. It's good fun, catchy
I
tunes.
don't think spousal abuse and murder is fun, but
No,
you carry on.
The play is fun.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, so you've got no right to
I
comment.
know what it's about, and again, women being beheaded. Call me old-fashioned, Catherine. It's not really my cup of tea.
It's from the Queen's point of view, and they get to speak out and call him a dickhead.
What, from the basket?
I could explain the concept to you, but I won't.
Someone says, is there a bit where there's a head in? Is it one of those things where it's a really tall person, but there's no head? And then there's a head sticking out of the basket.
Yes, Ian. That's exactly what it is.
Well, I don't approve of that.
Okay, well, don't go and see it. Heathers, the fandom was wild and a little scary and a little exclusive, if I may say so. There were people who had taken full ownership of the whole thing and sang all the way through it and waggled and did like the routines and stuff. We'd never seen it before, and also they were sort of critiquing the show live.
Nellie's saying a similar thing about Six, the experience that I interrupted on.
Yes, and so the Heathers fans were even more devoted. Let's use that word, Nelly. You're right. And I'm going to say it. Annoying. They were talking all the way through it, so it was like, oh yeah, she was in it last time. Yeah. But they weren't whispering. It wasn't a hushed exchange. It was normal outdoor. I'm just having a conversation with my friend, and there's no one about. That voice. And the girls and I had paid quite a bit of money to go to it. Not top dollar, but still dollar. And I found it annoying. Not annoying enough to ruin the whole thing for me. I didn't love it enough to want to dress up as the characters like some people were. I thought it was good. I thought the performers that we were paying to see were very talented. I thought these performers here needed to wind the necks in, and that's my review. That's going on the poster. Also, it's a weird concept, isn't it? That film. It's weird. Teenage murder and suicide.
Oh, but it's all right for women to be beheaded. I don't know. I mean,
you don't know what you're supposed to say these days, do you?
It's all a little bit goosey gander. Why can't I see? Is this the one we filmed?
We do it.
There we go. I watched a film the other night, as is my wont, and it was good, but it was quite grim.
Yeah.
What are we calling this? So this is episode number 8.
Just Gary.
Iain, Lee, and Catherine. I know Gary's not in it. This is the free podcast.
Oh, the free one. That one would be called.
What would you guys call the free? By the way, the title. Yeah, what would you guys call the free 30-minute thing apart from excellent? The worst kind of people.
Okay.
Who are the worst kind of people? Call 0203 2866370 and let us know.
Yeah, Linny, they do tell the Six audience to keep the singing till the end. I think there may have been a similar edict at the Milton Keynes Theatre, but it was not abided to or enforced. Abided by or enforced. So yeah, a little bit aggravating. I don't mind anyone, enjoying themselves, but they were the main characters. It was one of those.
I watched a film, and it had that annoying bloke in it. You know that I've shown a picture of him before. You know that I think the English guy.
Okay, there's been a few.
The short brown guy with a beard. Is he English? Let's find out. Let's find out if he's English or not. So the film I watched was called Blink Twice.
Right.
Blink Twice. Haley Joel Osment!
He's not English.
No, he's the
kid from...
I'm thinking of someone else. Who am I thinking of that looks like... We watched Sixth Sense the other day.
Yeah, he's the kid from Sixth Sense.
Who... Sean, we'll call you back in a second. I see you popped up. Thank you for the heads up. Who's the English guy then? What's like 3 bodies problem? UK. I thought it was this guy. Hello?
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought it was him.
He was the one from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So I watched.
Why does he annoy you so?
Oh, he's a fanny. He's a big old
He's a fanny.
He's a fanny.
I thought you were partial.
Okay, you got me there. And you'd know. Now, I blinked twice.
Yep.
Christian Slater.
Yep.
There's a muscle man in it. One of the Chris's, Pine, Pratt, one of them.
A muscly one.
And some women. Actually, it's important I should say the women's names, but I didn't recognise them, apart from maybe
It
from the
wasn't
rest
Chris
of them.
Pine, was it?
No.
Wasn't it Magic Mike?
What's his name?
Don't know. It doesn't matter, does it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but there were some brief scenes of extreme sexual violence.
Oh, no.
And they kind of... Channing Tatum.
Yes, him.
Is it him?
Magic Mike is Channing Tatum.
Yeah, but is he blinked twice?
He was Three Bodies.
It's Channing Tatum. I didn't know him. I thought he was one of the Chris's.
No.
Anyway.
Muscly, though. You're right about that.
It was good apart from... There were. I mean, the whole film is built on the premise of extreme sexual violence. I liked it. The film. Not the ESV. It left me... Is it directed by Zoe Kravitz?
Yes.
I think it's directed by Zoe Kravitz. Let's see who directed. Zoe Kravitz.
He's in it. She's Swanky Steward.
Directed by Zoe Kravitz. Is she in it?
Yes.
Right, hang on a minute. It doesn't make any sense. IMDb. Let's IMDb the shit out
I think we
of
might
this.
be getting bogged down in detail. I would like to know what the conclusion of this thought is.
I don't like accuracy either.
I mean, there's accuracy in...
All right, no, she's not. No, okay. The woman.
Written by Zoe Kravitz.
All right, well maybe she's in it as well. You can do lots. She was great. Naomi Aki, right? She was great. Aliyah Shawkat, she's good. I don't. Asshole Manager. Anyway, it's a good film. Recommend it.
Is that the end of that thought?
Yeah.
What? There was a lot of needless detail in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I know what. I'll just name something and not tell you whether it's... I'll name something and not tell you if it's good or bad.
I thought this listing of things was leading somewhere.
Yeah, apparently it was me. It's leading to me being belittled by my bestie. Apparently that's what it was leading to.
Oh my God. This is what you're going to be like in the nursing home. You'll give us a long list of things and it'll go no bloody where.
Catherine, have you ever listened to any of my radio shows?
No.
That's the act.
No.
That's the freaking act.
I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
No.
I know you didn't. That's why I won so many awards.
Wow. You showed me there.
Yeah, I did. And insisted they put your name on the award when they didn't have to.
Okay, why
I paid
not?
£400 for another fucking award for you.
Oh, that's kind. That was kind.
I want it back. All the money. Can I have the money? I'd like the money.
Can I have the money?
No, give me the money. Can I show you what I bought?
That award is in my classroom in case anyone breaks in.
My awards are in the kids' bedrooms. Let me show you what, apart from this award, which I bought. Now, I had one of these, wasn't in very good condition. I sold it when I was selling stuff to go to Japan. I have found an internet website called thesaleroom.com. And it links up with proper auctions. You know, they're here, and quite often they're live streamed. And you'll see the bloke going, I'm sold. In England, so they don't do that.
No, that would be weird.
A lot of rock and roll stuff, Dave. Gonna have a look. A lot of rock and roll stuff.
Dave, I can recap for you. Joyce says a thing. Someone's on the sofa. Freddie still hasn't told us who Paco is, and it's all about now.
So I had one of these. I sold it, and of course I'm buying everything back. That is beautiful. Signed by all four of them. It's a low number. It's 129 of 2,500. Now, this is my favourite thing about gold discs. This is what album is this? This is the Monkees, the first album. There's 6 songs on that side. It's listed. Count how many rings there are.
5.
It's a different record.
Cheeky.
It's a different record.
I wonder what it is.
I don't know if you play it. No. Oh, it's tempting, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Comparatively cheap. Certainly cheaper than the one I sold, which was in a lot worse condition. The beauty.
He's actually saved money. He's going to tell you in a minute he's saved money.
The beauty of this, the sale room thing is not everyone, not a lot of rock and roll collectors, such as myself, don't really know about it. They're
Well,
too
now
busy
they
on
do.
the eBay. Well, well, don't tell them about the Japanese proxy bidding.
Blibba blabba.
That's a bit racist. Here we go.
Oh my God.
It's time.
Who's going to be the first person we see? Place your bets.
Horny old couple.
I'm going to say it's Joy.
Okay. We never see Joy first. No. She's not an opener. She's not an opening character.
Trish.
You're saying Trish, I'm saying the horny old couple. Let's see. Dean Lemon.
That was like the view behind Aldi when we went to Spain. Do you remember? Yeah. Beautiful.
Ah, that prick.
Bloody Blair.
You're off early this morning, Blair?
Oh, hi, Miss King. I've got a few things to sort out.
Well, this won't take long. I just want to...
Sorry, what? What won't take long? This conversation, I know, it's done.
Quick word.
Better join the queue then.
What?
Nothing.
Oh. Anyway, Blair, I've been thinking about your school project and something...
She's obsessed with Europe. Dixon called it.
Occurred to me in the night.
Me too.
Really? Wouldn't it be strange if we both came up with the same idea? Anyway,
Can this
Blair...
wait, Miss King? I've really got to go.
Oh. Yes. Well, I suppose it can. I didn't mean to hold you up.
Pushing his bike dangerously close to the water, isn't
later.
he? Oh, he's depressed, remember. There they are.
Look at that.
Oh, later, Stanley.
Oh! He's got a boner! She, for the first time, is turning him down
Yeah,
for sex.
because she's got Ursat's Titchmarsh now, hasn't she?
What's wrong
Or
with
so we're
now?
supposed to believe.
Busy.
I can see his tits.
How do I look?
Ravishing. So why don't I?
Oh. Not now, Stanley, please. I want to look my best for rehearsals.
It's only 9:30, for heaven's sake.
We can fit 2 in.
I'm well aware of the time. I'm
He's a
going to the
morning
shops
person.
first, and then I'm going to meet Roger for an early lunch so that we can go through our lines before the others arrive.
Roger. Bloody Roger.
On Monday, I take a Monday off work. And I'm meeting a school friend of mine that I've not seen for 30 years. What?
You're rocking.
I'm leaning back in my chair. I always lean back in my chair. I see my friend Malcolm I've not seen for 30 years. I'm a little bit nervous.
It'll be great.
It'll be good. It will be good. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
You know, these days you seem to spend...
We're meeting in a pub. We have a pub lunch in Nebworth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I'm driving to your house to take your youngest to HMV for her birthday.
So she can look at some records.
Look at some records, and then we're going for pizza. Is it?
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
It's all right.
What?
It's all right. It's all right. I need to speak to Alex. I think Alex wanted to record a Clinton on a Monday,
Well,
but Monday's Monday's out of the question. I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
Is it? It's the Monday. This Monday.
Yeah, the 23rd, 2 days before your daughter's birthday.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry.
Wow. And
No.
You say I'm a terrible human being.
He asked me on the way home from school, and I
it's
didn't
his
have
fault.
to. No,
his
but
fault.
my
It's
head
his-
has been full this week.
I know, and it's Alex's fault that you were going to
It's
sell
not,
your
it's my
daughter
fault.
down the river for a few shekels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the truth.
Wow,
the
you
truth.
really said that.
I'm a truth teller, and I'm telling you.
Well, I don't like it.
No, you don't. The truth is a fickle mistress, and she's pissing all over your chips right now.
Gosh.
Eat those
Very
chips
busy
up.
woman.
Eat those chips up.
No thanks.
Eat the pissy chips.
I'm going to reschedule the piss chips.
So you're not going to have those pissy chips?
Do you want them?
If they're going.
You should have just said.
Thank you.
And also, you should have told me that she was doing that.
It was funny. We thought it was funny. So can I have the piss chips?
They're yours.
Sweet. That worked out well for everybody.
More time dressing up for him than doing the opposite for me.
Oh, jealous.
I thought he was going to say more times dressing up for him than you do for me, implying they've got like a suitcase somewhere full of, I don't know, like maids' outfits and schoolgirl outfits. I bet he loves a schoolgirl outfit.
Dirty get.
Right.
Mate, that shop has been open 24/7, 365. She's closing down for a little bit.
Yeah,
She's closing down.
Leave it alone.
I'm off.
Well, what about me? What am I going to do with myself?
Have a wank. Oh, please say it. Please say it. Please say it. Please say it.
Take a swim. Stay in until you wrinkle.
You're too late. I'm already wrinkled.
Oh.
Talking about his balls, isn't he?
No, being older.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Hola, I come bearing gifts. Choice fruits from the earth.
What kept you?
I was distracted by the moving wallpaper of life.
Those light recycling shorts don't leave much to the imagination.
Heaven forfend.
Or did you get the tomatoes?
She's actually not there, is she?
I don't think
Tomatoes, heartless cynics by tomatoes, daughter. Those of us with romance and refinement in our hearts purchase pomme d'amour.
Oh, cut it out, Freddie. Are they red, edible, and do they
She's
go
not
with tuna
there,
fish?
Yes, 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 and yes.
Oh,
Judy Garland, isn't it? Oh. Oh, these are the clothes that the French woman gave her last.
I'm sorry, I thought we were watching El Dorado. What is this? By the way, that's the lady that pissed on your chips.
I really don't want them.
Oh dear.
What do you think? Not even half of me. I think she must have had her entire rib.
In fairness, the French woman and her are very different body shapes.
Yes, and styles.
So there's
This is a woman who's dressed like Huckleberry Finn for years.
Well.
Cage surgically removed skinny.
Is that a global hypercolour wear that changes
Yeah.
colour with the sweat?
I think it's just sweating.
Are we to assume
He's got some Maxwell House.
Isabel's warped generosity did not stretch
That
to
looks
below
like cheeky
the ankle?
advertising, doesn't it?
There's a lot of that going on.
It's probably just as well.
Slingbacks aren't exactly.
What is going on with that top?
I can see a face, eye, mouth.
Do you know what it looks like? It's been left near the window.
Okay.
Practical for the beach, are they?
Well, I'll bow
I can see her bra. I do not want to see her bra.
to your superior knowledge on that. Oh, here. For the tomatoes.
She is changed. By the end of the episode, she'll be back in the Dungas and go, oh, stuff that. I'll be myself now.
I know inflation's on the up, dear, but this isn't Moscow yet.
It's for you, Freddie. It's just a little rent. I know it's not much.
Oh, she lives there. She lives there.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's always like letting herself in, but I just thought because they were
Caterfer
mates.
is suggesting she's wearing a dress underneath. It's not a skirt. Okay, that makes sense.
right,
Thank
that's
you.
what we can
Come
see.
in handy, eh? No. Tom, thank you.
I look a prat, don't I?
To each their own is my motto.
I think I'll go and change.
I see we're into the keep fit, Dr. Webb.
No, just trying to keep sane, Snowy.
No Rosemary.
No, she's hobnobbing with the Condicenti darlings. The lights are for she and she alone.
Are you finding it a little dull in the shadows of a thespian?
Yes, you could say that.
Well, it's a P, it's not a B. He said thespian.
I know. Lent a little
How's the
heavily on
water?
that, didn't we?
Don't ask me. I just go through the motion.
Oh, someone! Sorry, you called. I forgot to call you back. There we go. Miles away. There we go. Let's call back. I'm so sorry, Sean. Sean, I do apologise. I get very distracted here, as you know.
Hello.
Hello, Sean. Sorry, mate. Well, you know how this works. We get distracted. So, how are you?
No, that's all right. You know, the hierarchical of things. El Dorado becomes, it's before anything else. So.
El Dorado before bros.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you very much. Yeah, I just thought I'll just have a quick call. I signed up on the Patreon a few weeks ago.
Thank you, man. We appreciate
have
it.
a quick call. That's
Well,
all right, not a
thank you for
problem.
signing. I do have to say there are no refunds.
Yeah, sorry.
Noted.
If that's what you're calling it. No, we really, really appreciate it. It really does. You know, we don't take any of this for granted at all. Although she is texting someone right now. Which,
I am, because I've buggered up. And it's done.
The puns, yeah.
Yes. Hey, man. So Sean, how may we help you on this rather? It's a balmy, BALMY.
Yes.
Evening.
Unseasonably so.
Yes.
It is, yeah. Even in the mighty Salford, it's a bit
You know the McDonald's in Salford opposite the university?
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma and granddad's house is just behind that.
Oh, do they get
That's where my
free
auntie lives.
nuggets, free nug-nugs?
No, but it used to be the luxury. You go and see grandma and granddad.
I tell you what is luxury.
Yeah.
The 3 mozzarella sticks you get at McDonald's. However, the last 4 times I've ordered it, they've clearly not been anywhere near a cooker for 20 minutes. And they're dry, they're leaden.
Oh. Can I ask a question about McDonald's?
Of course you can.
I've recently switched. I used to be a chicken sandwich girl for years. Chicken sandwich, that's what all I would ever order, right?
Gotcha.
I recently transformed and become a quarter pounder with cheese girl. Those onions are not cooked though, are they?
No.
All right, pretty raw.
I'm a McSpicy kind of guy.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a McSpicy and a sweet chili chicken wrap. But Sean, when you go to McDonald's...
What's your order?
What's your order?
Usually like a Big Mac. Big Mac and fries. I'm not overly don't really shy away much from that really. But I don't go to McDonald's as much these days. But usually if I do tend to go, it'd be something like that.
And are you a walking guy or a drive-through guy?
Walking.
I think you're right to do that, because the drive-through, there is a real gamble on when the fries were done. And every time I go through a drive-through, 8 times out of 10, I get can you go and wait in one of the bays,
Yeah,
please?
because you've ordered too much.
No, there's
like a loading bay.
No, it's because it's in part because I always have a coffee.
Yeah.
It's not the loading bay.
It is.
I've had someone in front of me been told, can you go to the bay, and they've refused, and they've waited, held everybody up.
Oh, I think I might have been there. It was a very uncomfortable situation. I'm an app girl now.
You what?
I
Sorry?
never give my order verbally. It's already
We didn't
done.
say we did that the other day. It saved no time. We still had to drive through.
If everyone did it, it would be so much quicker.
You're using the app wrong.
No.
What you need, be with you in a second, Sean. What you should do, because I used to do this, is you order it on the app as you're approaching, and then you tell them what bay you're in, and they will bring it out to the bay. God knows why you're ordering on the app. In fact, it was so weird that the people in the next lane said, why are you ordering on the app? It doesn't save any time.
If everyone did it, we'd all be straight
No,
through.
they wouldn't. The point of the app is you order on the app and you wait in a bay.
No, incorrect data.
Sean, do you see what you've done here this evening?
Yeah, I feel wholly responsible for this. And,
We never bicker otherwise, do we?
Show at such a late stage.
Can I ask, Sean, how are you? Are you a long-time listener? Did you listen to LBC or Talk? How did you? Are you more recent? How did you stumble upon us?
It was interesting you brought on McDonald's actually. So I've been following you for a few years, but we've actually met in 2018. I came to see one of your live shows. It was at the Vegan Cafe in Manchester. It was the time where you brought everybody McDonald's after the gig.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Was that Cafe Vegan?
Yeah, we
I
knew
think
that.
it's closed down now. Yeah.
They had the axolotl in the...
Oh, okay. And they had Jimmy
was-
Savile's totem
yeah,
pole,
he was
which was
cool.
weird.
He was fine.
He was cool. I checked about the McDonald's, didn't I? And he was
Yeah.
cool with that. Yeah, but McDonald's. Oh, you were there. That was a fun show. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we did a show there, but he was saying it was probably going to close down. And it's surprising a theatre that held, I think, 58. I seem to remember.
Yeah, it was in Affleck's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really lovely
Yeah,
place. Was
Affleck's
that?
Arcade, yeah. It was really cool.
It was a great venue.
And then I think we had a little chat with you afterwards. I was wearing my Tug of War shirt because occasionally on Talk Radio I'll call up and we'll just have a kind of solo
Paul
McCartney
McCartney.
chat.
Yeah. I
but
remember you, man. I very rarely remember people. I remember you. Yes. Yes, I used to enjoy our solo McCartney chats. Dave Dogface will be in the chat, frothing at this. I actually, and Catherine, you'll vouch for this. I don't remember anybody.
No.
I actually remember you, Sean. Yeah. Oh, that's wicked. Nice one,
Oh,
man.
thanks, man.
How have the last
sorry,
6 years been, have the last 6 years been for you?
So since we last met in Affleck's at the Vegan Cafe, I'm still living in Salford. So I live in Media City, and I'm still working in the same job as when I met you. So I work in subtitles for Sky. So live TV, so like Sky Sports, Sky News, occasionally in Sky Arts. So still doing the subtitles.
Sounds good. You happy doing that? You enjoying doing that? It's an important gig.
It's great. I really like it. It's one of those jobs where I applied for it and had no idea how it worked. But I've been doing it for nearly 7 years now. Because a lot of people who ask me how it works now is how I asked the same question before. Like, oh, it's all keyboard. You have to type really fast with your fingers. Whereas it's kind of like a headset recognition thing. So you repeat what's said on the TV, and then what you say goes through a software. And it's like 4 or 5 seconds after that, it goes through to the screen. So it's a really cool job, and I'm very lucky that I get to watch lots of live
So
TV.
you're basically, I'm not doing this to demean what you do. I'm trying to get a handle on it. So you're watching the telly with a headset on, and you repeat what they say.
Literally that, yeah. So
does that not get really confusing? Do you? My worry would be I'd be doing it, going, okay, and he's passed to number 17 and said, oh fuck, what did he say? Shit. I'd get caught up in that. Is that quite stressful?
It can be, yeah. You just kind of, the more you do it, the more. So when you start doing the job, you practice first on little you do like weather bulletins on like YouTube. Just to get used to like very slow paced stuff.
Yeah.
And you build up to something a bit more quick. And eventually, after a few months when you're really confident, you have to do sort of really fast stuff. I don't do it anymore, but like horse racing was
Oh my god! But I imagine
quick.
I imagine you kind of have to get in a zone and not think too much about what you're saying. Just repeat.
Absolutely, yeah. Because if you overthink it, you can kind of catch yourself, and then it's like, no, just go back into the zone you were in 10 seconds ago. Just keep listening, keep repeating, don't think about it, and then you're done.
I have a question. And again, I find this fascinating. I have a question. If you're just repeating what they say, why do they need you?
Sorry, probably be really, really silly. What do you mean by the question?
Well, so you're repeating what the people on TV are saying. So the people on TV are saying something. You're then repeating it. And the software is picking it up from you. Why can't the software pick up from them?
Yeah, they're kind of working on it at the moment. There's a little thing we can occasionally use where the software can pick up certain sentences, but it's definitely not picking up every word, and also like nuances and people's like regional dialects and things like that.
You can speak clearer.
So it's the subtle things. It's not quite,
Gotcha.
And maybe in a few years' time, I'd love to be in this job still in 10 years, but who knows how technology is going to move on.
Yeah.
I might be out of a job because of that. That's really scary. But at the moment, it's not quite at that level yet. But at the moment, yeah, it's you need a human voice to put little nuances and little regional dialects and things like that.
Yeah.
And also very fast speakers. And also when you have programs, we have like a panel show where people talk over each other, and the system can't handle too many voices at the same time. So that's when we come in and we have the different colours like green, white, etc. So you need that human kind of element still.
Right.
Would there be for a program like that where people are talking over each other? Is it just you doing it, or would there be more than one person representing different people's voices?
It would just be me.
Wow.
So it's
I'd
just
love to
me,
watch
and then
that.
I'm in control of like 4 colours. And then usually it's like a half an hour stint, but occasionally if it's a very busy day, you do like an hour. So they might put me like an hour of football, or yeah. But,
They should give you if you want to see the dude that's doing, if you want to see Sean at work, press your red button now. Because I would be, I'd have that in the top corner watching that.
It's brilliant. And I can completely understand why.
Incredible.
I mean, now if you use auto caption, so often they are distractingly wrong, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I think you've got a bit more to do there, Sean.
Sean, can I ask, are you, little McCartney chit chat before we crack on with this awful tosh called El Dorado. Have you got tickets to go and see him later in the year?
No, I couldn't get it. So basically, my girlfriend, she's French, and she lives in France. And at the moment, we're doing long distance, and I'm actually in Lyon that week, so I can't make the gig, unfortunately.
Well, we'll tell you what it's like, because we will be wanging on about it
Forever.
You've not seen him before, have you, McCartney?
No.
I think I've seen him 3, maybe 4 times. I'm very excited because I'm taking my 14-year-old who loves the Beatles, and let's be honest, it's probably going to be his last chance to ever see a Beatle. And I can just imagine. So he's 14. I can imagine 60 years in the future, his grandkids going, "Did you really see a Beatle live?"
Yeah.
And him being able to go, "Yeah, I did."
Like that old fella used to tell us that he'd seen Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, I just imagine him when he's 70. Grandad, did you see Paul McCartney? Yes, I did. I love the thought of that.
Yeah, it's great.
Sean,
Yeah,
anything else?
Hopefully he'll play something off the Egypt station as well.
Well, he plays that. If you come on to me, is he play that, or he plays "Fuck You" or whatever it's called?
I just want to for you.
Yeah, and it's like I do wish, we have talked about it. I wish he'd dig a little deeper. I wish he'd imagine if he came out and he played "No More Lonely Nights." Oh man, that would do me. Imagine if he played.
Kick off with "Arrow Right Through Me." Let's go for that.
Yeah, exactly. Can I ask, Sean, are you from Plymouth?
No, I'm not from the southwest. No, I'm from Banbury in Oxfordshire, which is really weird because when you were on Jack FM, I was like, holy shit, that's my regional station from where I grew up.
It says you've got a Plymouth style accent, but
I was getting a little bit of Brummie in there, but it might just be the mixture.
I think it might be the mixture. Well, Sean, listen, we're going to crack on watching this rubbish for another 15, 20 minutes. It's really lovely to hear you, man. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for signing up. And as we say to everyone, if people sign up for a month, that's brilliant. And if they go after a month and download all the podcasts, fill your boots. We've had some people that have been here for the full years. We get it. Situations change, and sometimes it's, if people haven't listened for a long time, it's not quite the show they remember. It's all good, man, and so we're so grateful that you've signed up for however long it is, and that you called in, and hopefully we'll get to speak again soon.
Lovely. Thanks very much, guys.
Take care, Sean.
Thanks, man. See you later on.
Bye-bye.
I remember him at that show.
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody.
What happened to the axolotl? Oh my God! They can regrow limbs,
Is it?
Yeah.
There we go. Right. Please.
There's a load of nuns that farm them. They're trying to sort of do experiments on them to find out whether they can ever make humans grow limbs back. True story.
Dave says anything from the 80s, please, Paul. Anything.
To keep the natives happy.
Frog chorus?
Yes, that's great. Remember we played that on 3 Counties? I listened to that the other day. It's it's up there with Eleanor Rigby.
Mm-hmm.
It's a masterpiece, the Frog Chorus. It's a masterpiece. Go and listen to it tomorrow, guys.
I remember when that came out, watching the video and thinking it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, as far as I can tell, you're the only living thing in there.
He's testing.
Yeah, he's testing it for Spunk.
Piss.
Spunk Piss. They were a great band. Spunk Piss. I wish I'd seen them live.
Oh.
He's a book tosser.
Rebelling.
He's school. Ooh. Sexy teacher. Gosh.
Infuriated.
I haven't seen these twats for a while.
Oh my God, are they still in it? Oh, she's back.
You do declare an holiday?
Something like that. Drink?
Water.
Got any warm Pepsi? Yeah, shitloads. Do you want it flat or fizzy? Because we ain't got fizzy.
She's asked for water because you've seen those bottles behind the bar.
Oh, we've done the order a bit today, haven't you?
Oh, this is just a few bits and pieces. What do you think?
It's different.
It's an Isabel Leduc original. Seems I'm her pet charity. Still, one man's poison.
How'd it go?
One man's poison? One man's...
It's another man's pleasure.
Oh.
Isn't
No?
it?
Treasure? Trash
One
treasure?
man's- What's the... Hey, Google. Complete this phrase. One man's poison is...
According
to dictionary.com. One man's meat is another man's poison.
Okay.
So what's
Where's the meat? Oh, so the meat is the clothes, but it's her poison?
I don't get it.
Hi, Jerry. Nice frock. Well, G. Hindle, Esquire.
Take the piss out of him for dressing like an estate agent.
Pocket millionaire.
Fantastic, a long ruddy lass.
What'd you do, man, a tourist?
No, well, sort of. Timeshare commission. Here, for the sandwiches.
I would never put money down your tits.
No, that's...
Unless I came back to that club I saw you working in once. Because I believe that's the etiquette.
Get fresh. Next time in the thong, please.
It's only what you do. Thanks. Talking of Jew, better clear a...
Hang on a minute. That's an unfortunate sentence.
What?
Millionaire.
Fantastic, a long ruddy lass.
What'd you do, man, a tourist?
It's an unfortunately worded sentence.
Well, sort of. Timeshare commission. Here, for the sandwiches.
Don't get fresh.
It's only what you do. Thanks. Talking of Jews, we better clear a few of our outstanding debts before we hit the wine, women
Jews.
and songs.
Yeah, I know.
Bloody hell.
Still.
Gav, Jerry, pass me a pad and pencil, will you?
No problem.
Have you seen Ingrid today?
What the fuck is going on with Slick Mick?
We're pretending we've not noticed his... I would say glow up, but it's more
Not
of a
so far,
grease down.
unfortunately.
If you do, tell her I need to speak with her urgently. What's up, you pregnant? Just a minute.
What did he say? Just a minute. Just tell me.
Too much sun. Fancy a beer to celebrate?
Oh, aye.
You up for that, Jerry?
No, I'll leave you to your windfall. I'm looking for one of me.
You can see, it looks like you can't. You can see her camel toe all the way.
Jerry?
It's a long
No,
zip.
I'll leave you to your
Or
windfall.
a
I'm looking
seam.
for one of my own.
Okay, I'll see you later then.
Ta-da, thanks
again.
Right then. First of all,
You're just leaving all that money on a windy table.
Yeah.
there's Marcus.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I'm sure he hasn't.
Shouldn't you be at school?
None of your business, Hook Finn.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, you're still wearing that top.
Yeah, I'm seriously beginning to doubt whether those two words, interesting and Spain, can belong in the same sentence.
Bored.
My old dad used to say, there's no such thing as bored, only boring.
Oh, you know what your trouble is, Dr. Webb.
Oh, only too well, Snowy. I'm suffering from a severe attack of tedium Espana. It's a nasty little virus, very often terminal, I'm afraid.
Oh, I can't say I've come across that before.
It's very common. It voraciously attacks the idle.
And the sim...
Someone's enjoying writing, aren't they?
I do watch things like this, and I was thinking this in some film the other day, a sort of TV program, and they're having a conversation like that, where they were doing a little flight of fancy that was a bit cynical and didn't really work. And I thought, no one does that.
No.
No one does that. People go, it's a bit shit.
He's musing.
Yeah.
Tim's doctor?
A deep browning of the sun, followed by a bad attack of self-pity.
Oh, is there a cure in sight?
No cure as such. But I've discovered that sangria can have beneficial effects if taken in quantity.
A powerful medicine, Dr. Webb. Make no mistake about it.
Oh, God.
And vastly underrated.
You wouldn't care to oversee my dosage, would you, Snowy?
This is a play, isn't it?
Thought you'd never ask.
Mr. White, you promised to fix my shower. In this heat, it's essential.
Miss King, I'll just fetch my tools. I'll do it right away.
Duty calls.
Another tortured soul. It shouldn't take long.
What you been doing, Gavin? What do you mean? Exactly what I...
We've seen her before. She's been in a bar scene before. I think wearing the same clothes, but I recognise that kind of slightly ratty, bouffanty, very strange yellow hair.
Said, we're late with the rent for this place.
She's an extra. Yeah, seen
Behind
her.
on our mortgage, there's the community charge. And what with Marcus's loan and the outstanding bills for stuff, I don't know.
Well, how much is left?
Not enough to cover everything, that's for sure.
Let me have a look at that.
Getting bolshy isn't going to help, is it?
I worked bloody hard for that. That's 2 sales commissions.
Gavin, get a grip. We might have been okay if it wasn't for the funeral. We'll just have to tighten our belts and be a little bit more responsible for a change.
Oh, sure. Well, stuff responsibility and stuff the bills. If I tighten my belt anymore, I'll chop myself in half. I've had it up to here. I'm just sick of it.
Gavin!
Whoa!
Oh, table flip.
It's all going wrong, isn't it? Who's having a piss?
Snowy. Gosh, her glasses are thicker than mine.
There. That should be okay now.
What was the problem?
Well,
a lot of pubes.
I needed a massive piss.
It's all a bit technical, Miss King. What seems to have happened is that the piston bearing on your megabyte have snapped off just at the junction with your track end gusset. Nasty.
Your megabyte?
Just as you suspected, Miss King. A loose bolt.
Which is now tight.
It is.
Which will stay tight.
Well, that's difficult to guarantee,
she acted
but
like
it should
it's
be
his
okay
fault.
now.
Good. Because I have a very important engagement tonight at the theatre with a Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. And it would not do to find myself in mid-shower covered in soap with no water.
Not a pretty prospect. Affairs of the heart?
No, affairs of state. The young are embarking on a very interesting project about federalism and national unity. And I felt that with my somewhat more extensive cultural interests, I should really rally to help them. So those are just a few letters to parents explaining my plans.
Oh, that's very noble of you, Miss King. I'm sure they'll appreciate the gesture.
Oh, I hope so. It's very exciting. Now, if you've got a moment, I would very much value your input. I'll just put the kettle on.
Oh, actually, I promised Dr. Webb I'd have tea with him. I'm sure he's got the stuff on the go already.
Well, this won't take long, and I'm sure Dr. Webb can amuse himself.
She's constantly hijacking people's time.
Now, how do you feel about Spanish paella?
Oh, tea is fine.
Spanish paella as opposed to what? The German paella?
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 Paella? English paella?
It wasn't on offer,
You're
Snowy.
screaming!
By paella, I meant Spanish food in general. Now, sit yourself down and I'll explain.
Oh no, just say
Hello,
no.
young Blair. No school today.
Time off for good behaviour.
Oh, really? Good show. No such privileges in my day. Life meant exactly that, life.
Mr. Webb. Dr. Webb. You've seen the world.
All 5 continents in the time.
What's it like?
What's it like? Big. Yeah, well, I mean, there's an awful...
Catherine, you've seen the world, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's it like?
Like this, but a bit different.
Okay.
A lot of it. And travelling broadens the mind like nothing else on earth.
Yeah.
Jason says, I like that kid's laconic vocal style. You won't. You're new round these parts. You won't.
It wears thin.
It wears very
But aren't you
thin.
glad to be here? Now, I mean.
Young man, at my age, I'm glad to be anywhere. Life is as good or as bad as you make it, Blair. Would you care for a glass?
No, no thanks. I've got to go.
There now.
Is he trying to
Take care.
feed that child booze? Oh.
Look at this picture of Blair. Look at young Blair.
It's Blair with slightly different hair. I bet that's Blair's actor's headshot.
Because it is.
Looking for smokes.
Oh.
You have to
All
smell
done.
it on the wind, wouldn't you?
A little more like, but I'm all yours.
Good. Oh. I'm afraid my stock is getting rather
Well, it's a
low.
very tiny jog.
Fine. We can have this as an aperitif, and then if the
Oh, thanks, I got some already.
mood takes us, we can
I've noticed this is like an advert for bloody Sterident this week, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
venture out, see a bit of the world, if you get my meaning. Assuming you're well enough to travel.
Oh, little gentle
Oh, they're still doing this role play.
exercise is a positive aid to recovery, Snowy.
Aye. And for my part, it's best to keep a little distance between this place and myself. People have a tendency to give me all manner of things to do. It's a downright disgrace.
Work is a curse of the drinking classes.
Oscar Wilde, and he was right.
Is that the guy from the 1970s Isle of Wight Festival? That is an excellent, very obscure, but well-observed reference. Let's say it is.
Physician, heal thyself. Cheers, Dr. Webb.
God, someone really has
Bottoms up,
disappeared up the
if
wrong
you
arse, haven't
pardon
they,
the
this week?
proctological pun, Nurse White.
But of course, Dr. Webb.
No, Stanley, please.
Shouldn't he be at school, that one?
He's playing hooky. I have not enough on my mind and too much time on my hands, and he would appear to have the opposite.
Perils of age, Stanley.
Unfortunately, you're right, Snowy.
Gracias.
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 Where did she learn to speak Spanish so
Well,
well?
her father, of course, was a carpet salesman.
Ah, that'll be it, yeah.
Oh, she's up. She's back at it.
Oh, well, look who's hobbled in.
Did she fall off his dick?
Is she wearing Javier's shirt?
Long Valentine and the Adonis from hell. Which, pardon? Hello, Dita.
Oh, they'll be fine, huh?
No, is that a real dog or is that?
Well, what's happening? Oops. Don't you think this is a bit risky?
No, dear, he's a changed man, believe me.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing a lot of
Are you
kneeling,
happy
hasn't
here?
He has, but these chicks have got the hots for him.
Baby?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy with you anyway.
Yes, I'll drink to that.
Hello, Terry.
Hi.
Hey, you've been shopping.
Selling.
Selling what?
Just a few unwanted presents. Clothes mostly. Thought I'd give you first choice. Going for a song?
Shouldn't you try Drew's shop? It's a bit more his line, surely.
No, I've just come from there. He's not open yet. You can have first pick, if you're interested. Nothing in there for...
Is that...
All these women are very different shapes, but...
But also, by the way, Joy's rocking it today. But these were gifts to her from the French woman. So
Yes.
the French woman is at some point going to come in and see
Oh,
everyone
this
wearing
is
her
my-
clothes.
This is my choice
Me,
you're wearing.
I've still got a regulation skeleton.
What?
Yeah, nothing.
Dita!
Yeah.
Sangria. Hey, this one looks nice.
I'm going to say it. That top is not going to take an awful lot of movement, is it?
No, what, the
Where's
white
it
one?
in?
Yeah, her tits are going to fall out.
Oh, what do you know? Why are these men such... Not you, Doug.
There's something in their jeans.
I think this is lovely. Trish, have you seen these?
$2 million.
Don't be crazy. It's worth more than that. Mind you, it does need altering a bit, huh?
Oh, but I can get Freddie to do that for you.
He's a homosexual. That's what they do.
Oh, nice, dear. Got anything with sequins?
Ouch, designer label.
Oh,
designer
label.
Probably a one-off. Okay, go on then. 5
A
mil.
one-off?
Designer label.
Oh.
Hey, you said a designer label, one off.
Trust me, should have kept my mouth shut. Said, don't forget, it needs altering. That'll cost me a bit.
All right then, 6.5.
So she said 2. Joy came back with 5. She came back with 8. Joy complained she's come back with 6.5. This is not bartering. It's not how you barter.
No.
You don't barter up if you're the buyer.
Done. Tell you what, I'll throw...
I'm saying that, actually. I bought some records off a guy off Facebook, and he wanted 40 quid plus a £5 postage for these 3 records, which is actually a very good deal. And then he got back, and he said the money's going to go to charity. And then he came back and said, I found there's a scratch on one of the records, so how about £28 for the 3 of them and postage? And I went, well, how about 40 all in, including postage? Because it's still a good deal. So I did a Joy.
You did a Joy.
And I was wearing a silk top that did actually expose my breast.
And 2 bottles of Vino Collapso as well.
Done. What about you, Trish?
Ah, well, darling, these are a little bit, how do we put it? Too well behaved for my liking. I like a bit of trash with flash, you know what I like.
Good day to you all. There you go. Now, that's exactly what you need. 2 sophisticated old soaks with money to burn. There's gold in them there hills.
I think you could be right. You've got to speculate to accumulate. Do either of you gentlemen know the haute couturist, the brilliant Isabelle de Paris?
No, I've never heard of her.
Oh, something here, Stanley, that Rosemary is just going to love. Can I buy you boys a drink?
Isabelle,
Oui.
le déjeuner est prêt?
Non, mais tu plaisantes, j'allais sortir.
What are they saying?
You're joking, I'm just about to go out.
Je filme.
Passe une bonne journée, chérie.
Have a lovely day.
Toi aussi.
You too. He's gonna spy.
Let's read her secret files.
Is that not just her book?
The book's going to be about shagging someone. Whoa, dirt bike. Oh, is he going to do a quadrophenia?
He's gonna get stuck on the bloody beach.
Have a good day.
Where's Blair?
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
dog.
Pick him up today. Has he gone
He
already?
left.
Manner of speaking, he just left. Took off and went. They're giving $1 million pesetas to have seen it. Get in quickly.
Bum.
Maria, Maria, ven rápido.
Bien rapido.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Lockhead. Is it? Are you going to tear his head off? Just get in.
He's going to do a quadrophenia. He's doing it. He's going to think, make us think we've done it. He's done it. Take his top off. Reggie Perrin.
Just have a pontificate.
That's a good shot, Fiona Cumming. Well done. It's the sea.
That's the sea as well, isn't it?
Bye, Joy.
You're off. Take care.
Oh, and thanks.
No, thank you.
Hello, Jerry. Oh, did Javier catch up with you? No. He was down on the beach. He wanted to speak to you about something. I don't know what. Thanks.
She in a production of Grease or something?
I'll pop across. Probably
Bing,
something.
bing, 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 bing.
Javier.
Oh, he is.
Jerry said you wanted
He's
to
the
see
Poindexter.
Always. Can you stay for a cup of coffee?
What are you after?
Why should I be after anything?
Oh, come on, Drew. They're top drawer.
I believe you, but that is the problem. They're just a bit
So get that fag closer to the close if you can.
top drawer.
Well, how about take him on approval? If they sell, we'll split the cash.
50-50.
What
Yeah,
am
that's
I,
buying him for his
charity?
wife.
70-30.
Are you off your head? I don't even know if this is kosher.
They're the genuine article. You'll attract a better class of customer in here.
60-40.
65-35.
Got yourself a deal. Hello there.
Have you seen Blair?
Blair.
What's going on with those lads in the background?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about that baby growth for baby clowns.
Thin, toe-rag, lank hair, suffers from halitosis.
Drew, have you seen him or not?
Well, not since this morning. Why wasn't he at school?
Seems he's decided to finish early.
School?
No, his education. He's just walked out.
Oh, hell's teeth. What is he up to now?
Oh, I saw him earlier down the beach.
Oh, look, don't worry, bad penny.
Everyone's hanging out outside the Avis shop, aren't they?
Reading the paper.
Look, I like this, Jerry.
Oh, hello,
How
darling.
is this?
Hello, darling.
How much?
That's your present.
Oh, thank you.
Was he okay?
As far as I could tell,
Putting
you
on a bit of weight.
arms and legs.
Oh, it still fits me. I
Just
think
went
it's a
past
bit
on his
tight.
way. Look, I've got to go
I
now.
love it when you watch extras pretending to have a conversation, but you realise both are talking.
I'll see him. I'll send him home.
With a flea in his ear.
Drew, what is all this about?
Oh, wish I knew.
Look, I'm going to get changed into this, and then I'm off to the beach.
Well, it'll be the same as always. He'll turn up in the end and when...
These
Those,
two.
those lads leaning on each other, reading the papers.
does.
No. Somehow I think this is a lot more serious.
No!
Please, Ingrid. Just for a short while.
No, Javier. Was this your mother's idea? I've got my own work. I'm still a rep for a couple of weeks anyway. I've agreed to join the family, not the business.
No one is asking you to. Ingrid, Bunny will be back soon.
No.
Please, Ingrid, for me, just for a couple of nights.
Just a couple.
3 at the most.
3?
2, anything.
Oh. He wants her to work at the restaurant.
Yes.
Why is she... I mean, she can say no. Why is she so angry?
Did your mother ask you?
Well, I suppose I could find the time.
Right.
Do I get to keep the tips?
Anything you want.
Tonight, then.
Gracias. Quería sentir. You will enjoy it.
What, being a waitress in your shitty...
Well, everyone's out. Oh, this guy.
Hello, I don't know. I want to have sex with you, French lady. Oh, hello.
Hello, I've come to harass you.
What a surprise.
But a pleasant one, I hope.
Yes, of course. I was just closing for siesta.
I know. Taste and timing. I've been vetted by French, don't you know? Shall we walk?
Yes. What about your husband?
Relax. Philip is elsewhere.
Philip looks like
What do I do? It's about. That's my secret. Ah, there she is, the love of my life.
I thought that was Paco.
Aha. How's your day been?
Very
Bring your
nice,
wine to
thanks
the bar.
Isabel Ledoux. Can I offer you lads a drink?
Oh, I should charge you corkage.
Just you try. No, Gavin.
You know Gavin, when he's out to lunch, he's out to lunch.
Ah, that's Gavin.
Oh, yeah, because he flipped the table, didn't they? In the mood.
Am I really in your book?
Of course. The whole word is in it.
Oh, he's reading the book.
And you? No, I mean us.
Naturally.
They haven't done anything.
And, what do we do?
They've nearly done it.
Let's say that we have a lot of catching up to do. I'll write quickly, you know, the result of a fertile imagination.
Really?
Yeah, and your character is drawn more, can I say, Decisive.
What?
Isabel.
Decisive.
Decisive?
Isabel.
Decisive. Yeah, decisive.
Look, the children.
What I love is when they do this. It's not their fault, right?
And
But
an
no one's
old friend of
corrected them,
mine.
let it fly.
Decisive.
They'll see us.
Decisive. That's good. That's
Such a shame.
good.
Perhaps next time.
Perhaps.
They're having fun.
Woo, young fun.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Miss King. Now, I want to talk to you all about your school project.
Oh, piss off!
All. But school's finished for the day.
Let somebody
Tell her.
else.
Well, it's quite simple, really.
I hope so.
Now, who can tell me the one thing that identifies countries more than anything else? Language. Well, hardly, Arno. Half the world speaks English. I mean, you're doing it now. No, something else.
Clothes.
What do you mean, Paris fashions, Italian design? Maria, they're seen all over the world.
Sex.
Oh, Nessa. No, what I'm referring to...
What defines countries? Sex. What does that even mean, you
is
weird?
Food.
Food.
Yes, Trine, food. It's a national symbol. When we talk about the humble hot dog, we think of Americans. Now, why do you suppose that is?
Because they're pale, vulgar, and tasteless.
Yeah, dogs! Americans are dogs!
I was thinking more along the lines of the mass market, pre-seasoning. They're also classless, Nessa.
Pre-what?
Oh, never mind.
Harsh is right. Flags, innit?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, flags.
Darling. Now, what I've planned is a safari party. Each...
Oh, this could be racist. This could be nicely
It
racist.
definitely will be, won't it?
I do hope she blacks up.
of the families
God.
will cook a special dish popular in their own country, and then we will all visit the houses in turn to sample the food and discuss its implications.
There she goes,
It'll be
inviting
very
herself to
educational,
people's
but it'll
houses
be
in their
great
own
fun.
time.
I don't actually think my dad's going to see it that way. He is very boring when it comes to food.
Now,
Haggis.
this is where you all come in. I'm relying on you to persuade your parents about the importance of this venture. In fact, I've taken the liberty of writing to them all on your behalf. I don't think it should be too long before it can be organised, do you? Let's go for it.
That's what she says before sex.
Oh, stop. How do you know? Oh, Mr. Lee. I wonder if I might take 2 minutes of your time. Oh,
gosh.
There you go, 2 minutes.
That works. What do you mean 2
I
minutes?
read all the manuscripts
I'm
and
not
was
doing
not
this twice.
that anything was going on.
This
doesn't surprise me.
You don't understand. Isabel bears her soul in those pages. It's a release of sorts. If there was something going on, she would have said it.
If you say so. Thanks for putting my mind at rest.
Opa!
So they're going to be the ones that end up doing it.
Yeah, the irony.
I have to go. Light lesson.
I have a massage to give. Fat American lady.
Wow, the Americans really are getting it today.
Fat
I need to go to
American
Lou.
lady. All right, well, I'm going to carry on watching this because I would like to go to...
Oh, tedious.
If anything massively racist comes up, I'll...
It's me.
Dubbed over? It was dubbed over.
No, he doesn't show. Can I have his bedroom, please?
Haven't you got any homework to do?
Oh, all right.
He's Reggie Perrined it, hasn't he? He's Reggie Perrined it! I knew it! I knew it.
Rosemary! Oh, hello, Miss King. Enjoying the show?
Not very much. I'm not familiar with this Lloyd Webber, but two geriatric singers and a distinctly mediocre pianist do not encourage me. How are rehearsals going?
I'm not familiar with this Lloyd Webber.
Oh, I don't think I'm ever going to learn the lines.
Oh, of course you will. You'll be splendid. Look, I'm going to have an orange juice. Would you care to join me?
Well, I shouldn't. Stanley will be waiting.
You look as if you need a little refreshment.
Make it a double.
That's it, then. You'll just have to wait a little longer.
Could you bring in the iron?
He was carrying it. He was carrying it. He was carrying it. Look, look, he's carrying it.
Could you bring in the iron?
Instant.
Is the police?
What's he been up to now?
Don't panic. I'll deal with it. I ran out of petrol.
inside.
So what was the whole Reggie Perrin thing then? The clothes on the rock?
This way.
Where have you been? Are you all right?
He ran out of petrol.
Well, we've run out of patience. Nessa, go to your room.
Send him
Go
back
to your
to
room,
Egypt.
Nessa. I want to speak to your brother.
Shut up, Nessa. Shut up.
Before you both start, I need to talk to you.
You need to talk to us. Where have you been? Your mother's been worried sick.
Swimming.
Swimming?
I'm thinking. Look, would you just both sit down and hear me out?
You're absolutely right, TD Hall. Everything is a red herring in this show. It's constant misdirection.
I've left school.
That much we know. The question is why.
Why?
This isn't going to be
North Coast longshoreman.
easy, so I'll just say it.
We're all ears.
Look, I know you've been worried about me, about the things I do, the people I see. I understand that. You've asked me what's up, and I couldn't give you an answer because I didn't think I knew. Well, I think I do now.
Oh, come on, we can't wait.
And what was that? What accent was that?
Come on, we can't wait.
What accent was he just speaking in then?
Say it.
We're all
Well,
ears.
come on, we can't wait.
Look, I know you've been worried about me, about the
Come and listen to Drew's accent.
Is he gone?
Well, come on, we can't wait.
Drew, I thought you Scottish.
Yeah, not at all. Is that get these? We're nearly done with this shit. He's telling them he's left school and he's
done with it,
He's
is he?
about to tell us why. But come on, we can't wait.
All right.
Let me know when you're loaded. Where are you ready?
I'm locked and loaded.
things I do, the people I see. I understand that. You've asked me what's up, and I couldn't give you an answer because I didn't think I knew. Well, I think I do now.
More musing.
Oh, come on, we can't wait.
Come on,
we can't wait. We can't wait.
Well, you know when I've been away.
TD Hall makes a great point. Everything is a red herring in
Yes,
this
it
show.
is.
Everything.
You know, I've
He'll
gone
be
off for a
fine by
couple
next
of days.
week.
Well, I've been spending a bit of time with some people.
What people? Oh, Blair, you haven't
Christians.
been taking drugs.
No.
Christians.
Tried
Hare
it.
Krishna.
Only once. But it didn't do anything for me.
What do you mean you've... Who are these people?
Travellers.
Gypsies?
No, people like me, my age.
We've not seen any evidence of
Is
this.
he joined? We haven't. We haven't.
From all over the world. America, Australia, everywhere.
Christians. It's going to be a cult.
They've just...
Backpackers?
Yeah. They've seen huge, great chunks of the world.
Right. So what have these people got to do with you?
That's it. This place. I realise it now. I don't know anything. I haven't been anywhere. These guys, they know everything.
So is that why you walked out of school? Because you're frustrated?
Partly. I want to get out, do things, see places.
But you were the one who said you didn't want to go to that school in England.
I'm trying to tell you.
What?
Here he comes.
What are you trying to tell us?
Please tell us.
I'm leaving El Dorado. I'm being written out of El Dorado.
I'm going away. I have to.
Away?
These guys, they'll be off soon.
Will you be taking your sister?
I want to go with them. I've decided to go with them.
So when did you make this great decision?
But Blair,
Mum,
you're much too...
Don't say anything. Not yet. My mind's made up.
What is he, 16? Ah, fucking hell.
Sleep on it, please. It's important.
Sleep on it.
Surely Drew would go mental at something like that. You're not going anywhere.
When
young
did you make the
laddie.
decision? Well, when I just got called into the office. It's the end for Blair. Then he'll just turn up again.
Team, we're done. Thank you. That was an enjoyable show this evening. Thank you for your calls, your contributions.
Your patience.
Next Sunday, the 29th, about 10 a.m, 10, 11, probably 10 a.m, we'll have the £13 and above Zoom meeting. Thank you, everyone. That was a lot of fun. Enjoy your weekend.